And here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Paladin. Welcome to Paladin's Archives, and we are playing our first session of the Rappan Athuk Quest Marches. Clap, 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 clap. So, now, a couple of things. So, first off, thank you, all of you that have came to play. Jay, Meister, NerdX, OG, Vex, you're all awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. And also, I'm really excited to finally get this specific game, the Rappan Athuk Quest Marches, going. We had tried to do it after the second World Record Marathon last year, but it just wasn't quite time yet. We needed to get a lot of structure set up, but now we actually have it. And so this is going to be really cool, and it's going to be a lot of holly jolly cooperation is the best way to put it. So now, I know that I also stream Rappan Athuk on Monday. These games are not in the same world. In fact, they are completely separate worlds, and neither do they have the same lore. So I know we're kind of used to the milk cult from Monday. This game is entirely not related to any of that, so we don't have any milk cult stuff, unless we make a milk cult, but it'll be a separate milk cult. Just some general announcements. So, I want to say Meister is an extremely exceptional person because I no longer own the Archives Discord server anymore. In fact, I passed off the baton to Meister. And so Meister is going to be leading the community, and I'm going to be focusing on decentralizing myself so that I can work on other things that are going to help the community in a bigger picture aspect beyond where it is right now, because we're just at that point where we're ready to kind of like go to the next step. But in order to get there, it does require me kind of like passing off ownership to someone else, and it's a community Discord as well, so it's not necessarily just mine anyways. It did start out as mine with Paladin's Archives, but over time it really did become more about the community and about the people in it. So I'm just really glad that we got to the point that now someone else is able to take the baton and do their their part in learning how to lead it, you know, making all those mistakes and also all the triumphs as well. So thank you, Meister. I'm gonna drink to that.
Definitely.
Yes. So other than that, this game is part of something that we call the Archives Adventures. And so that is essentially organized play. And so we have a database that communicates with every other campaign. All the maps are made so it saves months of time for GMs, and players that sign up can sign up and join and play through multiple different games and could go from one to the other with the same character or different characters. And it's really convenient. It's really easy. And also it's in Foundry, which is almost unheard of, especially with the changes that we had with Foundry now partnering with Wizards of the Coast, and they made the 5e 2.0, so it made it very possible for us to make something that you're probably not going to see anywhere else, especially with it being so new. Let's see, what else? I think that is everything to talk about for now. So, how about we introduce the players, have them introduce themselves. So let us know who you are, let the world know who you are, and who your character is, and what you're playing, and you know, tell us just a little bit about yourself. And we'll just go in order from right to left, which will be, oh, okay, Meister, you're gonna be the first one.
Okay then. So I guess it's my turn to introduce. So what should I say about myself? Basically, my name is Meister. I go as Antonio, my first name, but that's not so important right now, I think. And I'm playing Francis, who is a bard. So I'm definitely up for bringing good entertainment today for everybody.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And then Vex.
Hi everybody, I am Vex, and for today I'll be Waylon, a Dompier fighter. So hopefully, you know, I live up to that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Vex. And then NerdX.
Yeah, I'm NerdX. I'm playing as Fizzlebob, the deep gnome sorcerer of wild magic.
Nice.
And he's a baker.
He's a baker. Nice. I love that. Thank you so much. And OG?
Hi, my name's OG. I play Corlaxis. I am a wild magic barbarian of Dragonborn, blue Dragonborn.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And last but not least, Jay.
Hey there, everybody. I'm Jay. I'm playing Bill Morning Mist, who is a halfling from a background of restaurants and hospitality, who had to leave his previous life and city for a variety of reasons, and has adopted the road as his new home. Looking forward to it. First stream. Looking forward to it.
Heck yeah. I love it. So I will point out one thing. So in previous iterations of Rappan Athuk, we had a role system. There was like the Brawn, which is like a strength-based character, like the Scout, Rain, etc. And so you'll realize if you're looking at the stream that you have a certain colored nameplate under for yourself, and they actually do mean something. And so for those that are like familiar with the role, we basically have 3 faces or 3 voices and 2 Brawn characters. So 2 strength-based characters and 3 charisma-based characters. So this is going to be interesting. Now, it's not required that this is optimized to any degree, but if you were wondering what role you would be in with the character you chose, now you know. So we have a lot of music, a lot of cooking, and a lot of moving heavy shit around.
I will cede baking and desserts to Fizzlebop. I will be the saucier and the meat dishes. We can
There we
sort
go.
of divide up our responsibilities.
Yes,
Perfect.
we'll have a full 3-course meal every single day. All right.
You won't hear
Blood on
me,
my-
you won't hear me complain about that.
Running out of the flour and using the dust from the dungeons.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now I know a lot of this is pretty much improv from the start because we haven't really had a chance to have a good introduction, but we can also do that now. And so what we'll do is I'm going to ask a couple questions, and then I got my paper so I can write down notes. Remember what you guys say on how you guys know each other. So the first thing I want to know is, what is it that brought your characters to the Lost Lands, specifically Rappan Athuk? And to explain what Rappan Athuk is, it is a large continent, really it's like a country of land. There is a lot of wilderness, and it's also known for being an extremely dangerous place. There are a lot of undead. There have been wars that have occurred here like centuries ago, but mostly it's a very unhospitable land. People are not very friendly. In fact, you're much more likely to have a knife put in your back, and you're not likely to meet anyone good at all. And so it forces you to make alliances with people that you probably normally wouldn't, just because you need to survive, or you die, essentially. So there are rumors of there being a movement of ancient, infernal, and demonic creatures that are here, that live miles below the surface of the land. There have been multiple, I do mean like many, groups of paladins and clerics and just people that have came to try to purge the land and vanquish it of evil. However, unsuccessful. Maybe they do a little bit, but it's never enough. It's never enough to get rid of all of it. And Rappan Athuk is considered to be hallowed ground, or basically it's no point, just give up on it. There's no point. It's just always going to be the way that it is. So, now where we are going to be going exactly is you are currently on a boat heading towards a small village, which is the only village in Rappan Athuk. So this is your only civilization that you have here.
On the buttons of the ground.
Named Zelkor's Ferry. It's not big. It's a shithole. You are coming here from a place called Bard's Gate, which is more of a metropolitan area. There's a king and a queen. They're the ones that have been sending crusaders over, unsuccessful in their purge. There's also a ton of guilds. Basically anything that you would imagine in Waterdeep is what you would find in Bard's Gate. And this whole setting is called the Lost Lands, which is made by Frog God Games. So it's not necessarily Faerun, but if thinking about something similar to Faerun, I guess you could compare it best to either Baldur's Gate or pretty much Waterdeep. And so if you're familiar with those two places, you kind of form a better conception of what it is that your character is doing here and why they're here and what it is that really is making you leave to go somewhere that is just god awful and and you have a high chance of dying. So I guess with that said, we can kind of go around and kind of answer the question of what is it that your character really has to do, or why they chose to leave the comfort of society to come here. And the first one that gets to go, I'll give them an inspiration for answering the question. Does anyone?
I'll go then. Corlaxis is going because he's never been comfortable just around other people. He thrives being in the wilderness where he has to kill to survive.
Heck yeah. So I do like multiple inspirations. So if you can, you can add an item to your inventory. Just call it inspiration. You can change the amount up and down as you use them, or add it to a journal. Wherever you keep track of your inspirations, just be consistent. But yeah, good job. Thank you. That's a one inspiration for you. All right, who is next?
So
Well,
Bill. Oh,
No, you go.
so Bill heard that there are expeditions and caravans moving about this area.
Yes.
And knowing that there are logistical needs and various travels and food, cleaning, sort of maintenance, he's looking to be a logistical individual for these caravans. And also because he has never lost the urge to have his own inn, he needs to accumulate a lot more money to start again in a new, more civilized city. So he's come here to sort of make that fortune and try and go back home and open up his dream inn later.
Honestly, that's a great idea. Consider, yeah, you know that there's a lot of treasure here. There is a lot of treasure here, and that does bring a lot of people out here. So it's amazing. I like that. Make some maintenance and wants to have his own inn, and you wanted to help with the caravans. That's cool. I really like that answer. Okay, great. All right, who's next?
Well, Fizzleblood has traveled his way to these foreign lands in search of new recipes and ingredients for his bakery.
Ooh, new recipes and new ingredients.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes more sense what you said to me the other day, and I was like, wait. Okay, I got you. I'm not gonna say anything. Great, thank you so much, Nerdex.
What did I say before?
Nothing. Don't forget about it.
Okay. All right, that burned it to the ground. Yeah, that was a joke.
Baxmeister?
Yeah, I guess I could go. Well, Waylon is a Dompier, and his background is a failed merchant. So his shop was burnt down because of his nature. People found out that he was a Dompier, so he decided to leave for new lands, and his goal now is to figure out why he is what he is. He's trying to figure out whether or not his existence is a curse or not.
Honestly, that's such a vibe, and that totally would happen. It's like, oh, you're related, you're like maybe vampiric related? Yeah, we're gonna burn down your shop. Bye-bye. What kind of merchant were you before?
He was into alchemy stuff, so he was mixing potions and stuff like that. And that was going well for a while, but yeah, things don't pan out.
Things don't pan out, people try to burn me down, and off I go. Yeah, that's that's a really good reason to leave town. Amazing, thank you.
Definitely.
Meister?
I guess it's my time to introduce my character. So, I guess the reason why Francis left his home was he just wants to be free. I mean, you can say he's just a person like everybody else. His story is maybe like everybody else. He's been born, he's going to live, and he's going to die. But he just wants to live free. And which place is it is better for living free than like a lawless continent full of things that not only can kill you, but also, well, entertain you.
Yeah.
He's basically trying to have a life that's not boring. A life full in colors. And freedom. Above all, freedom.
Amazing.
I think that's it.
These are all really great reasons. Okay. So the next thing then. So we know a little bit about yourselves, your backgrounds, why you decided to leave and come here. So let's see what you guys know about each other. And I'll roll random twice and see, just kind of form some connections here. Just kind of see what happens. All right, so Bill and Fizzbop. So both of you are traveling together.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
then Corlax, Valen, and Meister, Corlax, Valen, and Francis, the three of y'all are going to be traveling together. So you're going to be in a group of 2 and a group of 3 whenever you meet. So we'll start with some rumors and truths, just kind of going around. What are 2 things that are true about you that you've done, and what is 1 thing that is false that people would say about you? And so we could start, I guess we could just start from the top again. Relax.
Man, put me on the spot. So 2 truths and something that's a lie.
Yep.
Corlax doesn't play well with others very often. It's known. That's the part of the whole isolation thing. And he's been everywhere searching for a place to fit in. And something that's a lie is some people have been saying he's a pretty nice guy.
Wait.
And he's not.
Oh wait, you can't tell us what the truth and the lies are. You're gonna have to start over.
Oh.
You gotta start over. Oh no.
Oh, gotcha. Can we? Gotcha. All right.
I know what the lie is.
Sorry, you can't let us know which one is which.
I've played this game before, I swear.
Sure.
All right, Corlax, this, a town has disappeared where he's been in his travels. Nobody knows what happened to it.
Okay.
He... Can I... I'm gonna come back to me, please.
Okay.
I'm thrown off now, sorry.
You're good. Yeah, sorry. Then... Valen?
Well, I guess, that I am a monster, I'm just, out here for the flesh, the blood. It's all good stuff. Some more things.
You got
Yeah,
you said you're a monster for flesh and blood. 1.
Yep. 2 truths and a lie, yeah. I guess, that I've got connections, merchant ships going around, I haven't lost those. So if I gotta pull some strings, then that's what I'll do.
Cool.
And, hopefully I don't have to find the people that, burnt down my shop. Because, I don't think, it's gonna be very pretty for me. So I guess his, nature in that sense, maybe.
Right. Great. Meister?
Okay then. So, the first thing about Francis would be that he's a good performer. He likes to put up a show and to inspire, he likes and can put up a show to entertain people to make them forget that their wait, what's the word for it? Like their day-to-day lives that are so boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Okay.
The second thing would be
No, nothing.
so the second thing would be that people say that he's running away. He's looking for freedom, and people say that he's running away from responsibility in general. And then the last thing that people say about him is his performance is kind of magical to a certain extent, and he can really like get the audience to follow him, and convince people to love him and like him. Yeah. What the lies and what the truths are is to be found out, I guess.
That's right. Great. Bill.
I guess Bill.
So there are three things about Bill. The first was that he used to run a fairly high-end and upscale inn. The second, he used to run a fairly high-end upscale inn that failed and went out of business after a couple of years.
Oh no.
The second was that the person whose inn competed with him burned to the ground, and the entire staff was found dead the next day. And the third is that he had to leave the town due to the fallout from that situation. So that's three things.
God damn. That's wow, nice. That's a good backstory right there. I like it. Had to move out of town because of this fallout. Okay. And I guess that's Nerdex, right? You're next.
Yeah. Fizzle Bob's bakery is located under the ground in the city.
Ooh.
He uses normal ingredients in his bakery, like flour, wheat, that's the same thing, and stuff like that. And he's a deep gnome, just a normal deep gnome, you know?
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's two truths and one lie.
Amazing. And then coming back around to OG.
Now that I made sure everyone else understands the game before I went,
It's all good. It happens.
Thank you for explanation.
Yeah.
so three things about Corlaxis. He kills for greed and money. He kills for fun. And he's running from something in his past that he hasn't told anyone about.
Okay, so you're killing for money and you're running from your past, and I missed the first one because hi lasting ranking. Welcome
sorry,
to the channel.
So the first one was he kills for greed and money. The second one was he kills for fun.
Ooh, okay.
And then the third one was he's running from something in his past that nobody knows about.
Not even himself.
Not even himself, right? Okay, amazing. Then the last thing that we'll do is I'm gonna ask you guys how it is that you guys met. And so I'm gonna ask two people to roll a die. So Valen, can you roll a d20? And so if you're looking at the game, the chat box on the right, you see how there's die symbols on the bottom? You can click those and then just click roll. And so you can click the d20 and then roll. Higher means that it was good, lower means bad. Okay, you had a very neutral
Mid, yeah.
Mid-meeting. Okay. So then,
Yeah, that average relationship.
Waylon, Corlax, and Meister. What is like the slightly like 1 point better than neutral meetup that you guys had whenever you had gotten onto the boat? Like, how did that situation come about?
I guess I can start. I saw that Francis had dropped something, so I went to pick it up and give it to him. And I bumped into Corlaxis while doing that.
Corlaxis didn't like getting bumped into very well, so he shoved Waylon into Francis.
So, sorry, my mic. So basically, Francis drops one of his musical instruments and back into the water, and is looking after
No.
it. Then he's looking
Oh.
back at
Oh, no.
at who did it again? I think I missed the name.
Alexis pushed back.
You got
Yeah, he's
shoved.
looking
So
at-
you look at Corlax, see this blue dragonborn had shoved Waylon into you, and you had tossed your instrument off the deck.
Okay. I'm looking forward to replacing that, just so that you know, he's going to say to them. And then, am I right in this situation? He's going to ask like the next person. Wait, who's left? To ask?
It's just us three.
Yeah.
Oh. So he's just asking then in the round.
Corlaxis has a look of like you see his eyes like sink for a second at realizing what he did, but then quickly goes back to his stone cold look.
No. Well, okay.
I am just gonna give you an IOU. I'll just write it down. I'll find a way to get you another instrument some other time. But yeah.
So you get out a piece of parchment, scratch it
Okay,
down,
then.
hand it over to him. I like that. Meanwhile, on the other side of the same deck, Bill and Fizzbop. Bill, can you roll me a d20?
I can.
Let's see how good of a situation we have on our hands. Ooh, a 12. Okay, an 11 and a 12. Okay, look, these are pretty neutral standard greedies. Look, there's nothing extremely fortuitous or bad here. So how do you and Fizzbop meet? Like, what's going on the other side of the ship? Maybe about
So I
like
think-
20 feet away.
So I think at one point we're sitting in the galley and we're eating, and I think we're both mumbling and complaining about the quality of the bread, in that it didn't rise high enough, or maybe they used a bad flour mixture, and we hear each other, and we look at each other, and we're like, "You too, huh?" And
Yeah.
then there's like that moment where we talk about our like business interests. Oh, yours went under too, and we realize we're like it's like brothers from another mother separated by everything, and it's like, oh my god, I have found my doppelganger. A moment,
What's your race again?
but we disagree vehemently, which makes it back to neutral. We disagree vehemently on like the use of sugar and other ingredients in other dishes. So while we have that in common, we do differ philosophically as far as like dishes and foods are concerned.
You pretty much are doppelgangers because you're both small. You both cook something, right? Maybe not the same things, but cook something. And we got okay. Well, we're going to start off with chaos whenever we do get into the game. Squix, thank you for the wheel of chaos.
And we both failed at our business.
What? It's not failed yet.
Hasn't failed yet, right? Like you're anticipating it's going to
The
fail.
inspector hasn't come yet, so I'm fine.
No divination majors, right? Yeah. Okay. So he's still a businessman. Okay.
So, okay, interesting. All right.
That's a high number, though.
It is. It is an extremely high number. It doesn't mean anything one way or the other. They're all extremely random and mixed up. But the effect is yeah. We'll find out here in a second what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Squigs.
The
So-
ship turns into gold and you all sink.
So on your travels, it's gonna take about the good part of about a week in order to get to Zelkor's Ferry. And during that time, there is a certain situation that starts to arise. So it's not a very big boat. And at some point during your travels, apparently there was someone that got a bit too hungry and ate all of the food in one night. And this is like around like night 2 or 3. You still got like another 5 or so days. So, which is completely doable, you know, to survive. Also, hi, Gia's card, welcome. However, there's something that arises because of that. And so, what I'll have to do is that I want everyone to roll me a d20, and the person that rolls the lowest will be the main part of this.
12.
Nerdex has got a 12, Wyland has a 10, Jay has a 19, we have Meister with an 8, and oh, that 20 for OG. Okay,
Wasting that 20.
Meister, your character is just like not having a great trip. You lost your instrument, and now this. So what is this? So there is like you're in a room with, we'll say, you're in a room with 6 other people that are like hammocks stacked on top of each other. So these are like 6 hammocks in like a really small space. So you barely have any room to like get up. And out of those 6, you are on the 4th ones from the high. So you're like sandwiched in between people. So if you have to get out, you gotta like climb over other people, but you also have to like climb underneath someone as well. And during the middle of the night, you awaken to the sound of some weird crunching noises and like the sounds of like tearing. And when you look over to the side, you see that right above Bizzlebop's bed and below Bill, there is someone being eaten alive by another passenger. You see that they had stabbed and like split their throat, and they're currently eating on their flesh. And this is the same guy that had ate all the food on day 2. So you see he's just like grotesquely huge, and he's like putting flesh into his mouth. What do you want to do, Meister?
That is a very good question.
Run.
Eyeballs.
This is last in ranking. Wheel of Chaos.
I mean-
Wheel of Chaos said we're gonna have a huge amount of cannibalism. So huge amount of cannibalism. So you see someone eating someone else.
We have 2 chefs and we're eating each other. What is going on this ship?
I mean, I guess the people dance so much to my shows that they've gotten a bit too hungry. Or
Okay. And you're the only one that's noticed. And you see like he looks hungrily at Fizzbot below, like,
No, not me. What the fuck?
so
Taste of dry flower. Don't eat me.
a good question. What is going to happen?
You just think, sit there, looking at it, doing nothing. What do I do?
Okay.
I think I'm actually going to run away as fast as I can and screaming, "Run for your life!"
Okay, so
It's the
you, like,
cannibal's night.
can you make a acrobatics check to see if you can like squeeze out fast enough to like run out as well?
You trip over a passenger.
Right, because you're like on the 4th one above from the ground, and there's 2 people above you.
Let's do this.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh,
So
God.
you just hear everyone runs. You see as he like half falls out and like lands on the floor, and then you like dust yourself off as you stand up, and everyone at this point is awake, and you can all see like the shiny reflective surface of someone's face. His eyes are really big. You can see that there's a lot of white. His pupils are small. You can see that there's blood just going down his face as he's holding out like someone's liver in his hands.
I wake up with some drool dripping on me. He hungry! I stick my hand in my pocket. Here's a piece of bread!
You had bread? He looks at you with big eyes and he takes the bread from your hands. You see him like start to like gorge it down as quickly as you had presented it to him.
Well, it's quite stale. It's just for emergency, so. And it's been in my pocket for a long time, so I don't know if it's healthy.
He's munching away at it, and then you see like it goes away in a couple of bites. It's really hard. You could just hear the crunching on the bread. And everyone else is awake as well at the sight of what's going on here.
And this is happening directly below me.
Yeah, maybe even eye level, I would say, because yeah.
I look at the gent and I'll be, if you don't mind, I'll just sort of, and I'll try and like roll off the bunk, but off to the side to get out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Roll an acrobatics to see if you can maneuver around.
Normal.
Oh,
Nope. I get to re-roll that because I am a halfling.
Nice. Okay. Oh, a 21. So at first you kind of like look at it a little snack, but then you like catch yourself and you slide off to the side, and the next thing you know, like you and Francis are both out the door already.
I will disengage and back away, so just in case he takes a swipe, I'm backing away very warily.
You're like, okay, you like back out into the hallway, and Francis and you, Bill, when you go out to the hallway, you realize that that's not the only person that has started to resort to cannibalism. Not the worst that could happen. The cabbage could eat your donkey. Oh, Tugger. Hello, welcome. Oh, cabbage could eat your donkey. Oh no.
Yes, Tugger.
Welcome to the chat. So now, whenever you go out to the hallway, you see that there are other people in other rooms that are also doing the same thing. They've resorted to eating each other. You see that there's just piles of dead people that are around other piles of other dead, and they're just people like tearing away at them. You're not really sure what's gotten into them, but there's roughly, let's just give a rough estimate of 80 people. That's a lot of people that died that are being eaten right now.
How many people are actually up and moving around and are doing the offending eating?
Oh my god, it's really not that many. Eight of them. Jeez, that's 10 for every one.
Yeah.
And this guy only got one in general. He's really bad at eating people. Hey, you got lucky. You got the one guy that's not good at cannibalism, I guess.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So where are we? Are we in a passageway? Are we on deck?
You're currently out on the passageway. Yep.
I'm gonna start moving up to above decks.
Okay. Stealthily, normal, running.
I want to be a stealthy. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth then.
I shall do so.
I think the only person that hasn't reacted to the situation yet is Orlux. Right?
Correct.
I haven't
Say
either.
before it all.
Did I roll the wrong roll? I believe I did.
It's
Yes, I
okay.
did.
It would have been the same with proficiency, so 17 is good. So you sneak up to the top. Orlux, what are you gonna do? People are eating each other like crazy.
Corlaxis has like a moment of flashback. You see in his eyes. And he immediately goes into a rage. which triggers his wild magic.
Oh my god. Okay. Cannibalistic flashbacks. We're gonna have another wild magic. Okay, go roll a D10,000 if you could. So to do that, you could either do it in Twitch or on the game chat. So on Twitch, it's an exclamation point D10,000. That's the easiest way. If you do it in Foundry, it's /r space D10,000.
Not 21d10,000. Sorry.
Yes. A 1D10,000.
1898.
1,898. Okay. All right. So you immediately go into rage as you start having cannibalistic flashbacks. Is that what I understood? Okay.
Or he just the sight of cannibalism sends him into a yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So 1898. So whenever you go into your rage, you. Oh God. 98. Okay. Right. You see that all of the blood around begins to like float up from the ground, and you see droplets are starting to like reverse gravity upwards. You see at first it's just like one droplet, but then you start to see that entire puddles of blood begin to float up and expand a little bit, and the bodies do as well. So you see as the bodies float up and they start gravitating up towards the ceiling. And this is the whole ship. So as you're running, you're stealthing along, Bill, and everyone else that is out in the hallway and also doing things, you can see that the bodies are slowly elevating. And there's a bit of a haunting chill and some whispers that are heard all throughout the ship. You can hear also very in the far distance the sounds of cows mooing.
I turn to Francis and will just say, worst cruise director ever, and I just keep moving.
When these bodies start floating, is it including those that are doing the eating, or is it just the dead?
Only the dead ones. The ones that are doing the eating, you see that the blood is coming off of their faces, and anything they have in their hands, the flesh, it's like almost floating away like a balloon from them. And they're ravenously eating at the flesh that's just hanging in the midair while trying to get other crew passengers.
Well, in the spirit of entering the rage, I'm going to charge at the nearest one if I can and swing at him with my great axe.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your great axe attack. You see the one that's right in front of Fizzlebop. Fizzlebop, you're still laying in the hammock.
Yeah, I'm relaxing.
You're relaxing. This is normal for
time.
Nice. Yeah, you deserve a vacation. As you're standing there, that's actually high enough to hit. So roll damage. Yeah, commoners aren't very sturdy.
When we hear Corlaxus start to go nuts, I turn to Francis and say, your friend does not seem to be taking this well.
They only got 5 HP, and you did 17 damage. So you more than tripled his HP. So as you come up, well, you can go ahead and describe it. It's your first kill. How do you want to overkill this guy?
Takes his great axe and just with practice he slices him straight down the middle. Like he's a slice of bread, or or a piece of butter.
It's like a slice of bread.
You slice him down the middle, and you see as the body, like, normally it would fall to the side, but because of the floating, it just kind of like displaces a little bit, and then also starts to float upwards. Fizzlebop, you just saw the cannibal in front of you gets torn in half and starts to float away as you're just laying there having a great time.
Yes, normal Tuesday.
Normal Tuesday. So, Bill and Francis and Fizzlebop. So Bill and Francis, you both are outside, right?
Yes.
Whenever you get to the top deck, you can see that there is like this reddish fog that's kind of circulating around the ship. At this point, you are on the river, like going upstream, so you're going really slow. And and when you look up to where the person would normally be navigating, you can see that there is just some crazed-looking maniac that is eating the captain. Has already torn him apart. They're just eating the guts. So no one is steering the ship.
Okay. I look at Francis and I say, any thoughts on this?
A good question. I would have actually started playing my instrument and told them to go into the ocean if they're hungry, because there's a lot of fish, but I guess that it's too late for that one. Any thoughts?
Yeah, you look over the side, you see that there's alligators along the rivers.
Even better. Maybe the alligators are surely more satisfying than a few bits of fish. Maybe they'll fall for that one.
I'm not strong enough to push them over the side. I'm not built for that. I'm sort of trying to move to the sides, staying in the shadows.
Hey,
Oh, well then. What do we do?
Oh, let's try this. Bill will snap his fingers, and a bunch of little lights will sort of flow out of his hands like fireflies, and they'll coalesce into 4 little balls, and he will attempt to lead one of the creatures, like have the ball swirl around the creature and lead it over the edge. Like if the balls of light sort of flow over the outside of the ship, hoping that the creature will chase it and follow it.
I gotcha.
Like a laser light with a cat. I'm trying to get him to follow the light.
I gotcha.
Oh,
I'm gonna start to pull your tokens
Humongous!
out. I'm gonna start to pull your tokens out because it's gonna be a combat sequence. So let me put you guys out here. We're just gonna pretend we're in a ship. There's Fizzle Bop. I'm not sure what happened. Where Waylon is at. Waylon, you went out as well.
Yeah, I think all the blood is a little too enticing for me, so I just decided to try to get some air.
Okay, so you're out here with Bill and Francis then. Okay, so I will get out a monster for us to kind of with.
Is that Colax's canon picture? A fat blue dragon?
Hey, don't judge.
Whoa,
Don't make fun of his
whoa,
weight.
watch with the F
Okay, no,
word, dude.
Fake! He's fake!
He's fat. Oh, okay, I see. Wow.
He's not mad there's cannibals. He's mad there's competition.
Honestly,
You
but
see Corlax's rage gets worse, intensifies as you guys are making these jokes.
oh my goodness.
First of all,
Okay.
just look at that. Fake!
This is thick. He's so fucking thick. Okay, I'm going to get a. You know what? We're
Slapping my hand on my stomach and here, boom.
yeah, we're all about equity here. You know, we're gonna make them all female. There we go.
You sliced a female in half, man. What the fuck's wrong with
Right,
you?
commoners, right. So we'll put one there, one here, one here. This is like the front of the ship. And what we'll do is that we'll go ahead and add everyone to the initiative and go. All right.
Shall I send another cannibal in the cabin we're sleeping?
Essentially, yep. Okay, so this is gonna roll everyone's all at once. So you're gonna see a bunch of dice. Or maybe not. I guess it only rolled one
Sorry.
person's. You're good. You're
what
good.
the heck?
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So there's basically 2 ways that you can roll for initiative. You can either roll it from your sheet, or if you look on the top right, there is a carousel. You can click on the die on the carousel. It'll also roll it for your character without having to open the sheet. Okay. And I think that is everyone. So let's go ahead. Okay, Francis. I think you're the only one that didn't get ruled.
Didn't
Scene, well.
It might have not went through. Well, there we go.
Oh, I'm starting. Oh, and
Okay.
no, Bill is starting.
So Bill, you are the first one to start. You had gotten your lights out and you're trying to distract the creature that is feasting upon the captain on the top deck.
Yes.
what is it that you want to do?
So I will summon my dancing lights, which is going to manifest this firefly sort of images swirling about in these 4 balls, and
Yeah.
I will attempt to sort of swirl them around its head and then lead it off the deck of the ship, like into the
Okay.
water. It's trying to get it to fall into the water.
Okay, you got the lights, and you see that it's looking at it, but it's not following your lights into the water unless you have some sort of like command or like mind control spell.
No, I just want I want to distract it. If it fell in the water, that'd be great. But if it's looking at the lights, it's not looking at me, so that's awesome.
Okay.
So-
You want to do anything else with your turn?
Do I see any way? Like, I can't get off the ship. There's alligators in the water. Do I see any sort of Johnny boats, rowboats, any sort of lifeboats?
There are some rowboats off to the side.
Okay. I'm gonna stay hidden for now because I don't think I can get the rowboat by myself. So I'm gonna stay hidden and just sort of keep the legs going.
Okay, you cast a spell right for this, so you needed to have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're probably not hidden anymore, especially if you got
So I
light
will-
with bright light.
So I'll put the main mast between me and the creature on the steering area.
Sure.
So I'll stand so that I can't see it and it can't see me. I'll be behind cover.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you like hide behind something, so you don't have direct sight. Okay. All right then, Fizzlebob.
Right. Okay. Fizzbob is still laying in his hammock, and he's really enjoying it. It's really comfy. So he just like looks at the other cannibal, points his hand out towards him. As his hand is like pointed at him, a little piece of bread begins to form and
Yes.
shoot out, which is fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah, not for firebolts.
Firebolt. Okay, I was like fireball. A level.
Enter.
Okay.
For
Gee,
24
alright.
to hit.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll the damage for it.
6.
6. So immediately there's a bolt of flame that comes from your hands. You see that it blasts and sears off the face of the person was just trying to get a little. It just wanted a little bit of a a lick. That's all. But no, you had to take away their snack, their midnight snack. And they fall over dead as their head combusts into flames.
I take my hand back and begin to relax again. Good time.
Good times. Okay.
Alright, enough turn. How to do that?
Any? Okay. All right. So then
I
after,
forgot how to
so then after your turn is their turn. So, one downstairs is dead. Good job. There's 2 that are upstairs. There's one that's going to come up from behind, from the front of the deck, and the one that's on top where the steering wheel is also going to come down as well. And so, Waylon and Francis, you both are the ones that are going to be the source of their discontent. Starting with, it says club, but it's an unarmed attack. Okay, so first, Francis, you see that one is coming to try to tear at you, but they
Yes.
miss as they try to grab you. And then for Waylon, for you, there's another person that comes from behind, and your AC is. Hold on, I don't think you got your armor put on.
Yeah.
Your AC is 16. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
Oh, 16 is exactly what they needed. Okay, so.
Crazy.
He bites your hand off.
So you're going to take. Let's see. Right. You take 1 point of damage as she scratches out your face, and you start to like bleed a bit. There's some of your skin that comes off. And so, if you want to take off HP, there is. If you're looking on the screen, there's like a gray bar. You probably saw it with like a small white rectangle in the middle. If you click on your token, you'll see that the gray bar gets filled with your HP, and there's like little symbols on the side. The red skull kills your character. the downward red arrow, puts down HP by 1. Blue arrow upwards, you gain 1 HP, and the blue heart, you gain all your HP, or you can type in the box. If you lost 10 HP, you can put -10, enter. So Vex, if you are looking, you could subtract 1 by using the box or doing it from your sheet, but it's easier with the box. It's less having to open and close things.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna need an explanation again.
Okay. Do you see a gray rectangle on your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Click on your token and then click on that gray rectangle. You'll see that your HP bar is on there. Okay, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I will try to figure it out.
You'll figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. Corlaxes, it is your turn. What do you want to do? You're currently in a room downstairs. There's no one else here, but you do hear that there is the sounds of a skirmish upstairs.
OG?
OG!
Sorry, muted. I have 30 movement, and am I able to get upstairs with that, or am I gonna have to dash? Or...
Yeah, don't worry about movement. It's the mind. Whenever you don't really have a real map, you can just throw a lot of that stuff out the window. We're not.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Then
It makes life easy.
Corlax is hearing the familiar sounds of combat. Sprints upstairs, still in his rage, and.
Okay.
But
So you run all the way upstairs, and you can see that Wylan had just gotten scratched on the face. You see Francis avoided to the side. You don't see Bill. Bill is standing on the other side of a pole.
Tormenting.
yes.
Yes.
Wait. Corlaxis will run over to the side of Waylon and swing at the one that just scratched him.
Okay. Go for it. So.
That ain't gonna do it.
So you bring your great axe out and you swing. Person ducks. You hit the mast, and then hey, look, you found Bill.
Oh, hey, Bill. You're here too?
Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away!
Corlaxis is gonna look at Bill like kind of tilt his head, confused, like, huh? And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Francis.
So basically, as Francis is avoiding the attack to the side, he's going to shake his head, kind of looking at the cannibalistic woman that just tried to attack him.
Yeah.
God, this is by far the worst cannibal. And I've seen.
Is this your worst cannibalistic experience you've ever had?
No, I just want to use vicious mockery on them and then insult them. I want to say that they are the worst cannibal I've ever seen. They couldn't even tear a fish apart, and I'm pointing at the river while I'm insulting them.
Oh my god.
As he's saying that, Bill thinks, what's the worst answer? That this is not the worst cannibalistic experience, or it's not the first cannibalistic experience? And Bill's now trying to hide from more creatures behind this mast.
The commoner thinks about this for a minute, and she says, I get it, but she's confused. So you said you were moving off deck. Is that what you were trying to do?
So I would have to disengage, I think, but I cannot really. What I would actually like to do is give one bardic inspiration to Vaylin.
Oh, okay. How do you want to inspire him?
I'm going to kind of follow up with my words from the woman I just tried to insult and say, "Look at Vaylin. He's definitely better at this than you by 1,000 times. I'm 100% sure about it." As his literally winking at him.
I just look back at you. Why are you winking at me?
The wink is the winking is what inspires you. It's like wink, and then you're like, oh, you feel a bit better
feel
at being able to do
flawless.
things for the next minute. Perfect. Thank you, Meister. Then it is
Definitely.
Waylon. Winking off to you. It's your turn.
So Waylon's a bit conflicted because he's looking at all these cannibals. The blood's in the air. He's getting very hungry. He's, I wouldn't say jealous, but it's stimulating his appetite, and he's looking around at all the blood. He's gonna let loose a little. And he's just gonna try to bite at the cannibal that scratched him. He's a bit pissed at it.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Cannibal fight.
Vampiric bite. So you open your mouth and you're gonna try to bite back. Okay. Okay. So now you gotta make a natural weapon attack. So if I'm guessing it didn't, you probably don't have that. Okay. You know what? Let me.
I guess we could substitute with like the hand axe and just say it's that. I guess.
Yeah, substitute with the hand axe for now, and then whenever we get like a break, I'll fix it, and then I'll update the database so that way it does the attack without you having to go to that extent. But
Okay.
yes. It's vampiric bite. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So you rolled a 10. Okay, so you bite down onto neck, shoulder, wherever it is that you want to bite down on, and go ahead and roll. Let's see. It's a D4.
Yeah.
What's your strength? Which is 2. 6. Okay. You bite down onto her, and there's a huge gush of very warm, iron-rich blood that fills your mouth, and it's just pouring. She tries to scream, but you had torn into her neck so fiercely that she didn't even get a chance to exhale anything. So she just dies in your hands and in your mouth as you're like suckling everything. There's not even a drop that is coming onto the floor, but it's gushing out from you. Like you suck her up faster than a Capri Sun. So
Yeah, I'm gonna choose to get a hit point back from that, I guess, and
okay.
I'm just gonna look around at everybody else and hopefully they didn't notice, but if they did, I'm just gonna not even acknowledge what just happened. Just gonna let them sit there a bit confused and worried.
I mean, I would like to comment on this. Like, I want to say, like, kind of trying to, see, I told you that Valen is definitely a better cannibal than that person over there.
Oh my god. Amazing. Okay. Violen, that's it for your turn?
I think I'm just gonna try to move towards where the captain's at, or where his body's at, trying to make it there and see what's going on with the other cannibal.
Okay. So you can see that you go up to where the other person is at, which is like right next to you, about 10 feet away. You see that's the only one that's left up here. You walk up to the captain up on the deck, and you look down at them, and yeah, they're pretty dead. Their chest is ripped open. It's not looking too good.
Can I try to? I mean, I don't have the skills for it, but can I try to take control of the ship, or is there? I mean, it's pretty close to me, right? So it's probably gonna try to stop me, right?
It is pretty close to you. You could reaction take, like, just grab the wheel. You see that it is kind of like teeter-tottering a bit back and forth.
I'm going to stand in between the wheel and it. I'm just gonna have my back against the wheel, trying to hold it in place, hopefully with my weight. Probably not gonna work, but just trying to hold to the wheel in some fashion.
Are you trying to hold the... Wait, am I understanding correctly? You're trying to hold the wheel with your back? With your butt? Like,
Yeah, just trying to hold it in place. Like, hopefully, it's not gonna work, obviously, but I'm just trying to like stop it from teetering somehow. But
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm looking at the cannibal.
taking one of the hands and clutch it between your cheeks.
Yeah. So you, right? So like, wheel is here. Let me show you. Wheel is here. In comparison. So now, so you're like here, I guess, is what you're doing. Like
Yeah,
that?
basically.
Okay, I got you. So you like, you push back onto the wheel, and it just like, you managed to hold it in place with your wonderful back. Great.
Nice.
We're gonna see what happens on the next round. Oh fuck. Okay. Whenever you touch it, Wylan, all of y'all can please make a deck save.
Oh,
Wait,
Everyone?
everybody up top
Everyone.
is making a deck save.
Everyone is making a deck save. The whole ship is
10.
making a deck save. Oh no. Okay. For Bill, it says 1. I just had your token selected. You're not the one that rolled that one. It was me. Okay. All right. So that is a 1 for the boat. We have a 10 for Fizzlebob, 16 for Francis, 13 for Corlaxis. Actually, Fizzlebob, did you ever like make it out from underneath there? Oh, I guess it doesn't.
Nope, I'm still in the fucking hammock.
Did you get disadvantage, my friend? Roll one more time.
7.
7. Okay. 19. Okay, so that would mean that Fizzlebop and Waylon and the ship and all of the other monsters. So whenever you turn towards the last cannibal on the deck, you can also see Waylon, because you're facing in that direction, that the front of the ship is about to strike against a cliffside, and there's no time to save it because it's gonna happen. And so there is this moment of like, oh, and then the whole ship capsizes. It goes upwards, and you can hear the bottom of the hole grinding against stone, and there's splinters and boards of wood that go left and right. Fizzlebop, you fall out of your hammock and are now currently quickly about to be overcome with water. As you see, the room is like very quickly filling up with water as the ship is now sinking. Everyone else manages to grab themselves just fine, except for Wylan. You see him go, woo! He goes flying off the ship, hits the wall, and then falls into the water. And so you're gonna take some damage for the impact. 7 for you, Wylan, and it's also 7 for Fizzlebop. Oh, Fizzlebop, you're unconscious. I'm sorry. This is you're unconscious.
What?
And the ship is sinking.
Brother. How much take 2 to 6 from that? I'm just falling down a hammock.
Okay. Fizzlebop, you're unconscious, and everyone else, you are grabbing on the ship.
I
Impact.
just fall head first down and knocking myself unconscious.
Right, just like, oh,
I'm finally getting some sleep.
not the baker. Okay.
And nobody knows.
And nobody knows. And that's where the combat ends. Now, where we end up, I have absolutely no idea. So, since we didn't make it all the way, we're gonna pick a spot. I guess we're not starting where I thought we were gonna start off, and that's completely okay, because that's what the dice said. Let's figure this out together.
Dice tell a story, you know.
Let's
Wait,
see.
I'm on
Ooh,
wild magic.
starting off
Shouldn't I-
Rappan, not in Rappan. Sorry, not in Zelkor's Fairy. This is going to be a first. Let's figure it out together. Let me get out my 666 page book, which I'm not exaggerating. That is the exact number of pages. Okay.
What a nice black map.
Nice black. Yeah, thank you. I spent a lot of time. I had to press the fill in bucket, and then I just used the color black. Very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard work.
I'll let
There
it
you go. There you go.
Okay, don't zoom out.
Okay, so if you're not able to see the whole thing because your zoom out options are, not letting you, there is a module that lets you zoom out even further on the configure settings. If you are there, you just gotta go to the very last module on the very bottom, and you could change the zoom out to like something way, way higher, because this is a relatively big map. There we go.
69.
69. Yeah. All right. So we have a huge chunk of land. So now, who here has anyone here played Rappan Athuk before?
No.
Nope.
Okay, good. That is perfect because I'm going to let you guys choose where we crash landed.
What
And
was
if you-
the
And if
what
you
was the
want,
commands to zoom out again?
so go to the configure settings, and then on the left side you see there's a bunch of like different options. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's one that's called zoom pan options, and you can change the maximum zoom override to like 10 or 30 so you can zoom out further than what it normally allows you.
Doesn't allow me. Is this too high?
I see someone put down like a massive
Yeah, I was trying to figure out and delete it. That's my bad.
it's okay. It just refreshed me. So all right. So there is a very long shoreline, and there's a couple of spots that we could start out in. So
Well, which one has a cliff?
it's like almost all of it is cliffside.
Okay.
So it's like okay, it really could be anywhere. So I will give us a couple of options. There's a couple of ways we can do this. So how about let's all of us roll a d20, and then we'll average out from there, and then we'll just kind of like equidistantly pick a spot up and down the coast, see where it is exactly. Okay. We have
So you
a
want everyone to roll
6.
d20? Or
We have a 6, and I have a 3.
Oh, you wanted a D20. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out the zooming out thing. So
Yeah, I can't do that either. That's not allowing me.
What's not allowing you?
Zooming out.
What did you change the option to?
Just 10.
you have to change the second one to 0.1 as well, or 0.01.
Yeah, if you want to zoom in very far, you could, yeah. All right, so what do we have? If you want to zoom in really close, you can change the zoom in option. It's not necessary, but you can.
Zoom out.
Okay, so we have Wyland is a 3, OG you have a 10, J4. Yeah, J4.
Oh, just roll from
Me is a
Nerdex.
3. And then Nerdex has got a 6.
Yeah. Chill.
Where'd it go? It's gonna be 5. Alright. Map really is very beefy. It's a big world. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. There are a ton of possibilities of what this could be. So give me a second to figure out what part that is. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Where's
So
he?
whenever we crash land, right? Let me measure it one more time just to be sure. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 6. Half here. 1, I've got a 20, 1/4. So okay, I guess we're starting off right there. That's not showing, is it? Okay.
I
Here.
saw something.
You saw something, yeah.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Let me fix the size of the map. It's just way too big to see anything.
No, I zoomed out now. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. I got you. So There we go. I'm just gonna change the size of the map I have. There we go. That is infinitely better.
Orcus, do not
Yes.
move.
So much better.
Infinitely better. Oh my god, yeah. There we go. So much nicer. And we'll use a bigger grid, and we'll call it at that. Okay. So whenever you are crash landing, we're gonna crash land a bit higher to the top. So whenever we crash land right here. So you front of the boat goes up. The waves are crashing against the cliffside. The cliffside, it's not that big, but it's big enough to hurt a boat. I mean, 20 feet is a lot of land to crash into still.
More than
And it's
enough,
just,
yeah.
you see that the waves are just like crashing up, going down. And it is about the break of dawn at this point. Whenever you crash land here. All the cannibals have been killed. And you're the only ones that you see alive, except for Fizzlebop, who's currently dying downstairs, but
Yeah.
Not for long.
Bubble, bubble.
bubble bubble. What do you guys want to do whenever you immediately like crash onto the shore?
I'm gonna jump up. I mean, we're on the shore. I start climbing the cliff because I'm not drowning, so I'm climbing the cliff.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check with disadvantage because it's wet.
Okay.
Ooh. So you immediately start climbing up, and you climb up 1, 2, and you like fall off because it's so slippery.
Ah. All right.
Feel free to jump in, guys.
Well, I guess because of my nature, I actually don't need to breathe. So I'm just, since I crashed into the cliff face, I'm just going to try to find, swim along the cliffside to see if there's any good place to, I guess, pull myself out of there. And while I'm doing that, I see a Bill fall down, so I'm just gonna try to drag him along with me while that's going on.
Okay. So the cliffside stretches miles. You'll be swimming for a while, so you have essentially the only choice you have is to go up on the cliff. You want to try to climb up? You want to make an athletics check to climb?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, with disadvantage, so roll one more, please. Okay, let's see. I'll take the first one. So 17 and a 12. Okay. So you grab Bill and you put him on your back as you're climbing up. And so you manage with Bill on your back to climb up to the top of the cliff and pull yourself over the edge. And you are currently on the edge of a forest. You see that it is autumn time. So there aren't any leaves. You know, it's all on the floor. It is silent. You don't see that there's any creatures around, no encampments. It's nothing but pure wilderness that you see up here.
Bill coughs out, "Appreciate that," and starts to pull a rope out of his bag, seeing if there's anybody else still alive in the water.
Mhm.
Alright,
Do I
so,
see anybody in the water?
The only person that fell off, actually, I don't think anyone fell off. While you just hit the cliffside and you like fell back onto the boat. But Nerdex, can you make it that safe, please?
Yeah.
Roll a d20. It's just a flat d20. A 10 or higher is a pass.
Oh.
Is that?
Corla
You gotta fail. That's a buff.
Oof.
Corlaxis is gonna, like, seeing that everything's going to kind of shit, like, exit his rage and kind of, like, piece together what's going on, seeing all the dead bodies. He wants to search to see if there's anyone else who may be alive that needs help.
Bill will scream down to the Dragonborn with the confused priorities. Hey man, we got some beef jerky up here. You might want to get up here. And I need help holding this rope. He's big. And I sort of like try and like anchor the rope for the Dragonborn to get up here.
Corlaxis sees this. Bill, you're a. What's your race again?
I'm a tiny halfling.
Yeah, Corlaxis sees this tiny little halfling yelling at him about something about beef jerky or something like that, and kind of just shrugs and just starts climbing up the cliff face without the rope.
Okay. I mean, I don't care why he's coming up. At least he's not going to die, right? It's a success.
Okay.
Hey, you got a 20 on disadvantage? What did he roll? You got a 19 and a 15. Wow, okay. You chuck yourself upwards. You're like ripping out pieces of stone as you're going up. Make it to the top flawlessly.
Corlaxis looks at Bill. Goes, "Where's the beef jerky?"
He's got it. I point to the other guy. I point to Waylon. He's got it.
I literally just stare back at him and say, I like my meat with a bit of blood. It's not cooked.
Corlaxis stares
Oh, what?
angrily at Bill.
Anyone seen my little gnome friend? About yo big? About this high? Kind of puts his hand up.
Did he not come out?
I don't know. I got out of there.
Corlaxis like huffs and goes, "Ugh, I'll go check," and just jumps back off the cliff towards the water, back into the water. Towards the
Okay. You're gonna
Wait.
jump back down?
Yep.
Off the cliff?
Yep.
Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong with
Okay.
him? I see him jump off.
Into the water? Okay. Make
yeah.
an
I'm gonna-
acrobatics check then.
Okay.
We'll see if you're gonna be okay or not. Because it's a cliffside with water. So okay. So you jump into the water, you get immediately shoved up against the wall. So you're gonna take half damage. You take 1 point of impact bludgeoning damage as you get shoved up into the wall, climb yourself back up onto the boat. Which puts you, let me put your tokens on the map so that way you can at least easily subtract and do things as you need to. There you go. There you go. So Waylon, you're up here. There's a bop, you're down here. Francis, you're still on the boat. Relax, you have taken 1 point of impact damage as you have dived into the water and then climbed yourself back up. Fizzlebop, you're still underneath the deck.
Yeah. Bubble, bubble.
I'm gonna try and search the boat if I can for anyone that looks like the description. Another little half person essentially.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and roll, and then Fizzlebop, can you make another death save, please?
You want perception
Yes.
or okay?
Nice.
Yay, passed it.
What pass? 6.
Yeah.
It is dark and wet, and everything is moving. You find about a bunch of blood and a bunch of dead bodies. You don't find Fizzlebop. It's also very dark down there, so you don't manage to find him.
As the Dragonborn jumps off the cliff again, I will call and send the fireflies down there to help him search.
How far can your fireflies go?
120 feet from me. So.
Okay. Does that have to be within sight if it's underneath and around corners?
Well, I'm only doing it near the Dragonborn so that I can.
Okay. So like underneath deck, would it work? Like.
No, well, I can't see under the deck, so no. But I'm putting it on top of the deck so that there's some light for Corlaxis to see by before he goes under the decks.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah. So Corlax, you don't find Fizzlebop. You went under deck. You're holding your breath, looking around.
Corlaxis, hang on, I want to make If anyone else wants to do anything, go ahead. I'm just gonna do something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealth
I mean,
check.
I'm.
Kidding.
I'm just. I'm still on the boat.
You are still on the boat.
Alright then. How am I going to tackle this?
Oh my god, Corlax, what are you doing? Intelligence not 1, 0?
I was gonna see like if Corlaxis can understand that the fireflies, like Bill needs to be able to see where the fireflies need to go. Corlaxis has no fucking clue. He starts swatting at the fireflies.
Okay. And Francis, what were you gonna do?
Yeah, let me make an investigation check as well. Or just an intelligence? To see if it.
Perception's
Perception,
fine.
actually. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, private roll. We can't see it.
Damn it.
okay.
I just roll again.
Pretty sure we can hit the 3 little dots at the top right of it and just say show public.
Ooh. So,
Yay.
Francis, so you...
No, it's performance. It's performance. Sorry.
You do a little jig before you go under.
Whistling.
So Francis, you're like doing a little dance as you go into the water, and then like you find Fizzlebop, and then you like dance and bring him outside while dancing at the same time and swimming. Do a little.
That's what bards are for, I guess.
Yep, it's this whole
Seducing
show.
the water.
You T-pose
I wrote
dance
to
in,
seduce the
T-pose
water.
dance out.
I'm not getting paid for this one, sadly.
Saving with
Corlaxis,
style, yes.
You'll see Francis like bring the little or Fizzlebop up from the underneath the water. Goes, oh, there he is. Kind of just like grabs him and like just throws him
Toss him.
on his back, kind of his massive back, and then just climbs back up the mountain again.
Okay, so you grab this wet, unconscious gnome. You're holding you put him on your back. You said
Yeah.
you put him on your back, and he slides off, falls onto the floor. He hits his head again.
Works
Oh
off
my
a
God.
slight moment.
Fuck.
Fizzlebop, can you make another death save, please? Two
Yeah,
passes
save.
and 2 passes and 1 fail. Whenever he like the impact of him hitting the floor forces a bunch of water out of his mouth, but he's still unconscious.
Can I make an untrained medical check and
Yes,
see
you
if I can
can.
wake him up? All right.
Yes, you can stabilize. Anyone can stabilize. You don't need training. It's a DC 10. So, how do you want to stabilize Fizzlebop so he stops dying?
Well, I was gonna hit him in the chest, but I don't want to kill him. So I
You
like
can.
flick his chest.
Okay, you like do this like it's just like geyser of water and a fish comes out, lands on the deck.
Well, I guess I have this scene in my head. I have this scene in my head, like Corlaxis like pushes his hand back to punch him, and then me and Waylon are like, no, from the top of the cliff as he tries to
Right.
punch him.
He was about
that
to do
happens, and
this.
Corlaxis stops. He goes, "Oh right, yeah," and kind of just flicks him.
Oh my god. Yeah, because your whole hand is probably just as big as his body, so you would just smash him, but yours like 1 finger instead.
I am 3
Fran-
feet tall.
Francis is going to comment on this one. Well, I would have just like grabbed him by the feet and then hurled him around so that the water gets out of his lungs, but that's also a way to resolve it.
Right.
Fucking lasso on you.
Normally,
To the
you would've-
shore!
Not normally when you wake someone up from, not wake them up, but when you stabilize someone, it takes 1d4 hours to wake up. But we're just gonna ignore that rule, and we're gonna say, Fizzlebop, you are back up at 1 HP. You have just expelled your lunch. It is floating around on deck. I guess, you know, it's there. And you can
Collect-
Just,
see
yeah,
the
just
impact side.
immediately take my hand
Grab
down
on
my
if you
pocket,
wanna
take a
live.
piece of bread. So with my right hand, I just go in my pocket, take a piece of bread, and my left hand just cling on whatever I can cling on and collect this. Begin to eat bread, some bread.
Amazing.
And as I took a bite, you see it looks odd in the inside.
For those of you who are not gravity-defying dragonkin, there's a rope right here. You see this rope dangling down the cliff.
Dang, you
Right
got that
here.
little swing around with it so you can't grab it.
Behold, the magic rope, and the fireflies are swirling around it, pointing out the rope.
Calaxis is terrified of the fireflies. He just climbs up on his own again.
Oh man. Okay, you wanna roll?
Athletics, right? With
Yeah.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
I'm grabbing on it during make a check.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So
wow, that
you
was
with the
really
9, you
bad
like
rolls.
you get your first hand in, and then you like slide down. You see like there's this scratch mark, like claw mark that goes down a couple of feet.
I whisper to Waylon, gravity is fighting back.
Gravity is fighting back.
I'm just snickering at that.
Francis is going to encourage him from the background. You can do this. And yeah, it's another buying inspiration, I think.
Can I
You can
firebolt the
this.
cliff?
There's
Can
a
I-
rope right there.
Can I firebolt the cliff to make it not wet?
Yeah, you firebolt. You see that there's a bit of the cliff that like it gets all steamy and it gets dry, and you're like, mission accomplished. And you see the waves come crashing up again. It just makes it wet again.
God damn it! It wasn't ready. Playing that. Begins to mumble.
This one appears to be having a concussion. I look down at the group on the deck fighting the cliff.
Price is free. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. The BBEG of the game is cliffs.
Media swarm.
No, the BBEG
Yeah.
is water, apparently. The cliff is just a minion, and the minion is winning.
Apparently.
Calaxis is now pissed at the cliff. He's gonna fucking take an unarmed strike.
Sure, Torlax, you want to roll just athletics to see how strongly you hit it?
Yeah. Normal roll, right?
Normal.
Fuck you.
2. You.
Okay, seriously, folks. The cliff it accepts your surrender. Now, can you climb up here with us? The cliff has told me personally that it has surrendered. Any more
It's all-
attacks would be dishonorable. Come up.
I am. You. Oh, a nat 1.
Fuck.
What? You.
Calaxis
Perception.
believes you wholly.
Perception. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Should be inside all right.
You believe him wholly. Whatever it is you were trying to do, you roll that one. Whatever. I guess you were trying to do insight. Yes.
Oh, that would make sense. Fuck.
No, you're good. No, you're okay. It's still that one. So you entirely believe him. Whatever your intention was, that's what matters. Another nat 1.
No, I don't get on that one because I'm a halfling. Hold on.
Okay.
So I rolled an
7.
8 for I rolled an 8 to persuade him to come up the cliff, but that's all it takes because he rolled a nat 1. So come on up.
Okay.
All right. Calaxis uses the rope.
So you grab the rope and go ahead and make an athletics check, just a normal one this time. I'm just
Nope, I fall off.
Fizzle Bops is like, "Ah!"
Calaxis
Nose off.
grabs Fizzlebop as he starts falling and just tells him to hold on.
You grab him right before he hits his head on the floor again.
That was a close one.
Those
Thank
hits
you,
to the
mate.
heads.
And you like climb up with one hand. You're like,
You see some
choo, choo.
wet drops begin to fall off his forehead. It's not water, I sweat. The sweat. Oh shit.
Did anybody? So is everybody on top of the cliff now?
Well, Francis is down here like hardcore, like rooting everyone along. He's the only one that hasn't made it up yet.
Francis, you
Exactly.
can do it! I throw him a piece of bread.
Hey, that's my line. As Francis is grabbing the rope. Now you can pull me up.
No, you can climb. I'm not pulling you up.
Come
I
on,
need
you're
to-
definitely stronger than I am.
You want to bet on that?
We can give it a try.
I failed. Jim.
Or-
Let's go. Climb.
As you go two
Okay.
arguing, you just see a
As
massive
they're
amount
arguing,
of blood
Calaxis
falling
just grabs
down.
the rope and starts pulling.
Okay. So go ahead and make an athletics to pull him up. 15. Francis, you grab onto the thing and you just see like so it is so swift, like you just feel yourself like like just being rushed upwards. You like fly up like a foot or two before landing onto the ground right next to where Bill is at.
So as I'm landing, I'm going to like take a bow and say thanks for the show. I guess.
I will dig around in my pack, which I probably tried to grab on the way out, and if I have any beef jerky, I hand it to Corlaxis for the heroic effort he put in to save Fizzlebot.
Absolutely. You give him a big chunk of meat.
Just something I have, yes. Like if I have like any sort of dried meat or something, salted pork, I hand it to Corlaxis because he did go save Fizzlebot. So here you go.
He really did, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like you guys did really well. Also, I'm putting the boat down so you don't lose track of where we crash landed. All right.
It's forever canon. Was a crash boat on that cliffside.
There's now a crash boat on that cliffside. Exactly.
Galaxis turns to Francis and goes, "There, now we're even for your instrument."
There.
I guess so.
I tell him to hand over the IOU.
He looks at Waylon and goes, "Not you. You didn't do anything." And just walks away.
I will use the lights to sort of look in the water and see if there's anybody else still drifting or hanging on to any bits of wood or anything like that. I'm looking for survivors at this point.
Make a perception check. In fact, everyone can make a perception check.
The lights are only dim light, so I don't have dark vision, so that will be a disadvantage. So
everyone makes a dis.
Make a normal check. You don't need necessarily disadvantage for this one. Oh my god. Corlaxis. Okay. Corlax, you spot the goodies, because there's more than just bodies on that boat, because there are other things that were also in the boat. So
Corlaxis dives off.
Guys,
you find
the secret is you give him jerky and he does shit. I'm telling you.
So Fizzlebop, anyone that rolled higher than a 12, so or 12 or higher. So Fizzlebop, of course, Corlaxis. Why don't you roll the nat one? Francis and Bill. All of you can see that, of course, all the people that were on the boat are either dead because they were eaten or you killed them, or they died from the impact. However, Corlaxis, you remembered that this wasn't just any boat, this was a merchant boat. They were going to send stuff to that one location in Zelkor's Ferry. And so immediately, whenever you're looking down at the water, and you can see that all of the treasure, like the items, the supplies that they were going to take to go and sell and stock the general shops, and everything is like floating up. And you see that the crates are slowly one by one, like smashing against the wall, and you maybe saw like one get destroyed and then its contents disappear, but the rest of everything else is still available to grab. So how many you see? Let's see. This is gonna be a really good start for you guys. Okay, 9. There are 9 crates and barrels of general supplies or treasure down there, and you see Corlaxis diving into the water. So do another acrobatics check.
Anybody else got a rope? If he can tie barrels and crates to the ropes, maybe we can pull them up.
Okay.
I mean, I can't clearly, but
Yeah, I can pitch in a rope.
Okay, you dive down into the cliffside. You are strong, but your entry is fine, but you get 2 points of impact damage as you make it down and get pushed up against the wall several times as you're trying to steady yourself. And indeed, you can see that there are 9 scattered barrels and crates. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to present you with some options. You might or might not be able to get all of them. So it's depending on how you guys do. You might end up with a lot of loot, might end up with nothing. So we're just gonna, let's all of us roll a number. This is a D100 for all of us. And then I will write the numbers down.
94. Oh, like a bag of bounty or rope of useful items.
Incredible.
I rolled a
Who's
5.
the nerd that rolled a 2 on a D100?
Yeah.
We got a 1 and a 5
You got a 1
and a 2. What?
So there's this
Oh,
crazy
look at their
story.
dice.
So yesterday we were playing Baldur's Gate 3, and we were fighting mimes. It's a long story. There were raptors and peacocks. Anyway, they had a machine gun and they were rolling a D100 for damage, and they rolled a 1. This is the second day in a row, 2 days in a row that we had a 1 on a D100. It's crazy. What are the chances?
And a 5.
1, a 5, a 46, right? A 67. Okay. 5, 1, 67, 94.
And a 2.
It's
Right.
a nice 5. Looks like a B.
Oh no! It's staying. I'm gonna roll mine. Let's see. Mine is 80.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's an 8.
No,
No, it's an
single
8.
digit.
It's an 8.
He's down here with the nerds and the low numbers.
We said there were 9, right? Okay, we'll roll 2 more. So there is a 92 and a 4. All right.
Oh my god.
48 to me.
We just needed 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. There you go. So
That
you
4 is a
have
48.
9 possible options of things that you can grab, and you're not sure if high and low doesn't necessarily mean good or bad. And each one of those. So you guys don't know. I wrote a book called Paladin, So Many Treasures. It's 6,000 items. It's 60 tables with 100 items each, and they're all completely random. 10% are cursed, 10% are treasures, 10% are magical. And so I will put a link for where to buy from if you guys want a copy, a hard copy. Go on a PDF. It's easier to get it through me. You pay less because of the taxes. So just let me know. But anyway, self promo to the side. Let's see. So you have a lot of options. You have 9. And let's make it fair and add all of us into initiative. I'm gonna move the Orcus bottle to the side. All right, you can go ahead and roll initiative for yourselves. And you know what? We might even add a potential encounter in there as well. No, we won't. We'll keep it nice and easy for now. Should we have epic combat music for this? Just like unnecessarily like intense music.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
Epic
All right.
looting music. I mean,
Yep.
definitely. I'm going to play it.
Right. The bard's like, okay, guys, let's do this. Like, just like epic. Like starts riffing. You want to make a performance check just for giggles? No real.
yeah. So it's
Of
like,
course.
let's do like loot the ship, get it before the tide, because of this shitty ride.
Oh
You
god. Yep.
Battle music. So
Well, I certainly didn't stroke the mood.
I'll try to help. Nope.
there we go. Okay. There we go. We got some combat music going. All right. So, who is going to be going first? Let's see. We have... It looks like Fizzlebop. Fizzlebop, you're the very first one. What do you want to do? There are 9 crates of really valuable survival gear and a treasure and an extra item in each one. Which one do you want to save?
Can I use Mage Hand to get 94, my own roll?
You want to get the 94 one, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So we'll just forget that it can only lift 10 pounds for now.
Exactly.
Just forget it for now, it's fine. You, level 1, I gotta give you guys some mercy, right? So you grab the barrel, and you're like lifting it out of the water and bringing it up very slowly. You manage to bring it up to you, and you hug it. We'll just put that one to the side for now, and then we'll go through it in a bit.
Yeah.
Alright. Relaxus?
Music.
Corlaxis will take. Let's take number 46.
46, you said?
Can
Yeah.
you combine 67 and 2 to make a 69?
How do you want to how do you want to get it?
Kind of the same way that he just kind of like dragged Fizzlebop up, just grabs it with one hand and starts climbing up with the other hand.
Okay, so you grab the barrel and you like you're gonna climb up.
I use the rope with the rope.
Okay, so make another climbing check then.
17.
17, you say? Okay, so you grab the barrel and you're climbing up and you bring it down, put it down with the other one that was collected. Bill?
So Bill will look at the one that's to the right near the cliff face, and he will say, "I'm gonna need a favor." And a small disturbance in the air happens and shoots over to the water as an unseen servant will appear. And the unseen servant will sort of swim and push the barrel near the rope and tie the barrel to the rope.
Ooh.
And then I will ask if somebody could help me hand over hand pull it up because I can't do it by myself.
I will try to help.
Which number was it again? So I can write it down.
92. I would like to grab barrel number 92.
Barrel 92. Okay. That was your bonus action to have the unseen servant, or is it an action to summon
That's
it?
an action. So
Okay,
that's why
okay,
I said I
I
need
see.
some help from somebody.
I got you. Okay. All right then. Francis.
So I'm going to try and persuade the ocean to throw the crate on the cliff.
Wait, you wanna
Like-
do what now? Say it one more time.
I want to persuade the ocean to throw the, to get the crate on the cliff.
Okay, I thought I misheard. Okay, I did hear correctly. How do you want to persuade the ocean to throw the cliff up?
Poseidon.
How do you want to do that? How does
So
this look?
basically, I'm looking at crate with the number 67, and I'm going to speak to the ocean, step one step closer to the cliff, and ask the ocean, please give me a wave and throw that crate onto here. I know you can do it. You've saved us from the zombies before. You can do this as well.
Roll a persuasion check. Yeah.
Nineteen.
19. Okay. I will I do have something here. So let's see.
He should do it in the ocean.
I mean, I think maybe that might be a chaos moment. I mean, they pulled like 6 of them out of in the earlier. So
That?
Nice.
You are looking in the water, and you see that there is a big eyeball that appears as right behind the ship. You see that there is a tentacle that goes towards the crate, and it just you see it fling upwards. You see that the Kraken is currently eating at some of the bodies in the water.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Slowly look going to the
Worst time. There's a Kraken disappears and you get
You
killed.
have to anger at that.
Okay, Traveler, go ahead. D10,000, please. Chaos when a juvenile Kraken appears. Wahaha. Which number was it, Meister? Was it?
I had a 19
You
on my persuasion check.
for the which crate number did you want?
Oh, 67.
7. Got you. 2946. Not when the Kraken appears. Not with the Kraken. We're only level 1. Why? Okay. 2946. How I'm gonna roll random for this. If it's a 1 through 5, it's one of y'all. But if it's a 6, it's the Kraken. Oh my god. Bill, I don't know what it is that this Kraken. I don't know what your history with Krakens is, but the moment that you see it, you go absolutely berserk bonkers, like rage, like a barbarian, just like complete nonsensical rage.
Bill will look at the Kraken and say, it's a very cold and calm, angry rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a seafood restaurant. What about it? Yeah. Well, I mean, come on up here and take it then. And he's sort of getting into like this little staring match with the Kraken.
Make an intimidation check with it as he like, you see that the Kraken is looking up at you. You hear like a whoops as it looks up at you, and it's gonna also like wince back. There's like this silent staring contest between you and it. He rolls a 20 on intimidating.
I'm gonna pull out my chef's tools because I get a plus D4 to charisma stuff when I have them. So I'm gonna try and intimidate the Kraken with like a shucking
Sure.
knife.
Yeah, that's fine. You're like, oh yeah. Bill, we can't like Krakens. You get an inspiration from Traveler as well if you want to roll with advantage.
Hold on, and I get
And a D4.
that.
Yep.
And then what's the inspiration?
Reroll.
Advantage, or is it a D8?
It's an advantage. You can roll another intimidation
Yeah.
check and you just take the higher of 2.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
not 20.
It's
I
a
pull out my
27.
shucking knife, and I'm like, "What you want? You want to come up here? You want some of this? You don't want none of this."
You know what? They don't want to become seafood. You get the feeling that the Kraken will remember this as you see that they
I look
slowly
right at the
go down
Kraken.
away.
I look right at the
Turn off
Kraken.
the
I say, "There's
Kraken.
old Kraken and there's bold Kraken, but there ain't no old bold Kraken. Run away."
You see as the Kraken goes underwater, and you see that their home is not very far because about like 100 feet north of where you are, you see that there's an open cove that it just swims right into there.
Yeah. Can we get out of here, man? I can't do that again. Can we get out of here?
How about the fall?
And you see, like, Bill's like shaking. Like he's not doing well. He's like shaking with adrenaline and like fear.
Shit.
I hug barrel number 92 and I start rocking. I can't believe that happened.
Why?
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
So can I just do the same? No, I'll help. We have someone. Have a. Do you have a crate tied on a rope? Or did it get up already?
Not yet,
Yeah,
but you don't have to worry about getting that if you want to get your own crate or barrel or anything.
Sure, I'll just do the same if I'm allowed to. Take either one that looks the lightest or just one. Number 1 with mage hand again.
Number 1. Okay. So you pull up 1. It's like very slowly, like this like box is being lifted out of the water.
Slow and steady.
All right. So that means there's 4 in there left, right? So we're gonna see how many get destroyed at the start of the next round. All of them. All of them are gone. You see that on the next turn, everything gets blasted apart. You see that the Kraken comes out, takes everything, eats it, and then goes back.
Oh, he must be hungry.
Everything is gone. Well, not everything. You got some things.
Galaxus looks at Bill and like after seeing the Kraken destroying and go, "That one's on you." And
I mean, did it come up here and try and grab one of us? No,
Oh,
so
I
I'll
see it
take the
try.
blame for that.
it would have tried.
Right. And it didn't. And that's a win for me. So
I said
maybe
that
you're into
intimidatingly.
Kraken hunting. I mean, you're clearly into cliff diving. I mean, you had a minute. Why didn't you jump in? All right, so it's not my fault, right? It's not my fault.
Galaxus, hang on now. I'm gonna try and grab you.
Grab me?
Yeah.
You want to try to grab him? Like Like, are you like
Athletics or
opposing?
is
Are you like opposing
Yeah.
grabbing, or if it's not consensual, then you'll both have to roll. The grabber, the initiator rolls athletics. The person resisting rolls athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna roll acrobatics.
Oh,
Okay.
you son of a.
Nuts.
Hey now, let's not.
Watch.
Oh,
So he
God.
just like huffs and walks away.
Okay. You huff and you walk away, and you guys want to open your stuff, by the way.
Yeah, I will place
Yeah.
my 2 crates very
Yes.
neatly. I'll back away a bit and use my mage hand to open them.
Okay. So because there's a lot of stuff, I have to like look it up and do all this. Let's do this. Let's take a 15-minute break. That'll give me time to actually get a break and then come back and get all this. It'll probably be sooner than that. But it's already been like 2 hours. So how about we take a little break, and then I can take some time to look this all up and then be right back.
Thank you.
And also, let's see,
Okay, then.
first to the ability. It looks like someone else got inspiration. Second to the party, to whoever will need it the most. You know what? I need it. Thank you. I will take that. Mine. I need
Wait a
it.
second, hang on.
They said whoever needs it most. Yeah, you know, I need it. What about me? My feelings are hurt too. I'm just
No,
kidding.
he made 3 of those.
I will roll random to see who gets it if it's not assigned. It's 1, 2, 3. It's Francis. So Francis, add it to your inventory.
Well, this really inspires me to do it.
How do you cut that?
All right. We'll be back in about 15 after. All right. So we'll put it over to a break scene and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. And we got the items all rolled up. It's quite a good cache, actually. So Nerdex,
Yes.
because you have the inkling to list the lists. You want to read off to us what it is that we got?
All of it?
Yeah, tell us what we got.
That's a lot of items.
There's a lot of items.
I'll do mine if you want to break it up.
It's
Sure,
a lot
let's
of
break
really
it
good
up.
stuff. Hi, Traveler.
In the crate 94, Fizzlebob he got ropes, a merchant scale, a scroll case, sealing wax, a shawl, spellbook, spyglass, tet, a thief's tool, 10 torches, a vial, a water skin, a whetstone, one piece of chalk, a clock, and what I presume is one clock, one gold coin, a compass, die set, and dragon chess, and a drum.
And a
as
small.
And a personalized item, which is a small clockwork boat that can be wound up to sail on its own. Wound up? I don't know.
Wound up. Like, it's like a. You turn the thing and then it goes.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
play
like a
toy.
toy. Nice.
So when Bill opens up his crate, the unseen servant starts to place things on the ground around him, and he has a small bag of metal caltrops, a climber's harness and ropes to help assist in climbing, which is ironic. We could have used that a little bit ago. A crowbar, a vial that has skull and crossbones on it that appears to be some kind of toxic substance, a poison, a quiver with nothing in it, a large bag with nothing in it, a scroll with nothing written on it, a large shovel, a book with arcane markings. It appears to be some kind of a spell book of some kind, a spyglass, a set of locks and picks, thieves' tools, a bunch of torches tied with a hank of rope, a wand, but it's more like a decorative one. It doesn't have any functions that we can tell.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got a warhorse in the crate, but
Yeah. There's a
Full
you got a
scale
little.
warhorse.
There's a full scale warhorse that comes out just
Yeah.
completely okay.
Exactly. So there's a saddle for a nice saddle, a scroll case to go with the blank scroll I have, a length of chain of about 10 feet, an unsort of remarkable amulet, a bell and a candle, and this emergency sort of collapsible rowboat with oars that lock together. That's what Bill sort of lays out on the ground around his crate.
You lay the horse on the floor.
We're standing right beside it, mounting it.
Right. Literally, the horse. It's maybe one of those horses that like whenever you put it in the water, it's a dehydrated horse. So like.
Yeah. So that's what Bill got in his goodie bag.
Heck yeah, that's a lot of good stuff right there.
Yep.
Okay.
We have three more boxes to go.
We do, yeah.
Does anyone want to do it, or I'll do another one?
Carlaxis opens up his. He gets a spell book, which is very helpful for him. A bottle of ink with an ink pen, and some parchment, one sheet. He gets a vial, a flask, a bottle, jug, an hourglass, magnifying glass, steel mirror, a saddlebag, feed for 1 day, a 10-foot ladder, a padlock, bullseye lantern, a mess kit, an iron pot, and cartographer's tools, and poisoner's kit. He also, most importantly of all, gets a kite that looks like a seagull.
The seagull kite. Most important item. It's the seagull kite.
Carlaxis wins the game.
Yeah.
Damn. Nice.
Yep.
Then it's Vex and Meister is the only ones that are left.
I'll go first then. I got a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, tinderbots, some torches, more rations that'll last me for quite a few days, water skin, 50 feet of rope, a grappling hook, 10 feet of chain, a shovel, a crowbar, 10 pythons, a hammer, some more rations, for the road, 50 feet of some more silk rope, 2 vials of some antitoxin, a healer's kit, climber's kit, and a bag of ball bearings. And the best part about my box was it's a chest full of flags, and they're lined with silver and gold hemming. So it's
Yep.
pretty valuable in my eyes.
Pretty valuable. Yeah, they're worth something. You're not sure how much until you find the right person to sell them to and get them, appraised. But yes, you got quite a good cash there. And then Meister got really lucky.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hello. Damn.
according to the list, I've got a vial of antitoxin, a potion of healing, a potion of greater healing, a potion of trimming, a potion of water breathing, a potion of fire resistance, a potion of invisibility, like everything is potion, a potion of growth, a potion of diminution, a potion of animal friendship, a potion of heal, child strength. Well, this
All
might
of
be
the giant
useful.
strengths are like, damn.
Damn. A potion of stone giant strength. Well, this is a lot of strength. A potion of frost giant strength. A potion of fire giant strength. A potion of cloud giant strength. A potion of storm giant strength. Oh, the one was cloud and this one is storm giant. A potion of gaseous form. A potion of polymorph. A potion of speed. A potion of flying. And a sea turtle figurine. And next to it is a note that says, "Do not put it into water. It will swim away."
It'll
Oh.
turn into a sea turtle when you put it in the salt water.
Mhm.
There's the link to the book. Again, if you want to look at it, it's pretty good. It's pretty big. That's a lot of stuff. You got a good cache. You also got a horse and a dehydrated sea turtle as well. So there's a lot of things in that you just got all at once, and you're out in the wilderness. I don't think you're going to be able to carry all of this with you at once, or maybe we can. We're gonna have to find a way. So
We got a horse.
now, you did just get like basically a whole shipwreck of items, valuable things too. So, I can put some things on the map like the horse. I can add the horse to you guys's things that you can have and control. But we probably should take some time to like how we're gonna split up all of this because there's a lot and itemize it or whatever you guys want to do.
So Bill will look at Francis and say, "I can guarantee you that somebody is going to be looking for that crate, and if there's anything missing, we're going to answer for that." Like that box right there screams out trouble to me.
Crate of potions.
Yes.
Crate of really good
Looks-
potion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see that it was meant to be given to someone named Ullman.
Like I recognize that is a really good bunch of things there, but that box is trouble for all of them. If that box isn't delivered, I think all of us might not see the end of the year.
Is it possible for me to use my background as a failed merchant to see if I know who Almond is?
Yeah, you can roll a history check.
As I am also a failed merchant, I will assist them with that to give them advantage.
Okay. 10. You wouldn't be able to give it advantage on anything that's like knowledge based, but like or fact based. But you can roll your own intelligence check to see if you know.
As a respectable member of a guild, I should know him too, right?
If he's in the same guild house as you, maybe. If he even is part of a guild.
Yeah, I wrote you. He's not.
Okay. So Bill, you do know who Ullman is. He is a you know him to be reputably unreputable healer slash necromancer slash study of the dark arts slash corpse raiser slash this and that. You think he's gonna want those?
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I will tell the party who Oldman is, and if you want to run afoul of that person, I think we should make every effort to deliver that crate before it comes.
Does not sound good for my business.
Doesn't sound good for your life.
My business is my life.
Well, the problem with this is this: even after he kills you, he's still going to use you. It's like it won't even end if you die. So I think let's split up everything else. I can understand that everything else is fair game, but that crate leave exactly as is, and we deliver that immediately.
To where?
To Oldman.
I'm gonna
To where? And where is
up on
he?
this.
He's at the ferry. I mean, there's somebody at the docks is going to want this box. We were docking at the dock.
Fair enough.
And if we don't find who at the docks wants it, we find Ullman and give it to him, because if he doesn't find it, he's a mage. They have ways of finding you. Or there's stuff that's gone missing.
Right. Oh, about the stuff, Fishball will take out this redstone. Galaxis, could you trade me with that? No, was it Galaxis? Where the fuck is the item to? That crate 46 with the iron pan. I can use it for to cook. Side note.
Take it. I don't care.
Complete side note,
I'll take
because I know you named the NPCs. I named the juvenile Kraken appendage, and the horse's name is now Murphy.
Nice.
Right. And if anyone wants to throw names to random NPCs, I am keeping track of them on a journal. So whenever it comes up, I just go to the next one down and the next one down and the next one down. So if you guys want to name stuff, you can throw names whenever you want, even like whenever you meet a new NPC, as long as there's not a name already on the list, which there probably will be. So, in any case, sorry, you guys were talking about separating food and cooking, and it's dawn, so like it's literally the start of the day. You got a lot of time. It's also the wilderness. And there's a Kraken down there.
Could it not be sundown?
I think I'm not too worried about the Kraken right now. Shiver.
The purple. Oh man, this is gonna be the best West Marches ever. Whenever I hand off this campaign to someone else, they'll be like, yeah, so you see, how do they get access to all this stuff? So you see, it's gonna be a lot of explaining to do later. Yeah, so you are looking, you wanna make a perception check to see if you might, see if anything's going on with that hole over there, the Kraken?
No, I'm not worried about the Kraken at all. He's scared of me.
Oh yeah, you know, he fled, he inked away.
Besides,
Absolutely.
if I look, I might see something. If I see something, I might cry. So I'm just gonna ignore the Kraken and let creatures be creatures.
Okay, so Corlaxis, you're looking for the Kraken?
Indeed.
You just take a quick peek, and have you ever seen the gif of the hamster hiding behind the Coke bottle?
I don't think I have.
Okay, let's see. Hamster gif. I will put a link in the chat for people to, if people want to reference. Let's see. So you just see that the Kraken is like peering out from behind the wall, and it's just like looking up with one big eyeball. And because you got it at 20, you can kind of tell in its mind, it's like basically saying with its eyes, soon. It's just waiting. It's waiting for the first chance.
I'd like to roll perception on like the forest around us to see if there's any creatures I can get a quick snack off of.
How many days were we off getting to the hangar?
I will answer your question in just a second. Wylan,
Incredible.
you take a look around, and you know you're too distracted. The closest thing you find is that kite seagull, an animal to snack on. You don't even look at the warhorse; you just look at the seagull. And
Kite.
Nerdex, you were gonna ask a question.
Yeah, how we had to travel by boat for 7 days. How many days did we get to travel?
I mean, this probably was the 6th day, so this would have been your last day getting back to where you needed to go.
Okay.
But now we're stranded.
Now you're stranded. You're here on the edge of the cliffside. You see that there is forest all about. What do you guys want to do on this day? I mean, you got some items. You got nothing around you for miles. Except for the Kraken that's giving you the eyeball right now.
I have an idea. So Francis is going to suggest to take the wood from the crates and try to build a cart.
It's a pretty good idea.
We are going to cook a cart because we've got a lot of cooks here.
We're gonna cook a cart. Okay.
I'm not quite sure that's how that works, but okay.
I also want to propose that we figure out something to move, right? But that we move further inland and then find a place to camp out at least until we get our bearings together, try to heal up.
Well, we got nails, hammers, and a crowbar. And ropes. So we could do something.
Yeah.
It's just about wheels.
You absolutely can. You guys want to try to put something together?
Yes, I'm not sure how we're
Might
gonna
as
do
well,
the
yeah.
wheels, but sure.
Does anyone have carpenter's tools proficiency?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know.
Who actually takes that?
Does anyone have any tools that could, any proficiencies with anything that even comes close to building?
You would say cooking would be building, right?
I mean, we could cook a cart. How hard can it be?
Yeah, right? Put it all down in the stew and hope it magically becomes a cart.
Right. Now, I don't think you can still roll to make this cart. You're just not gonna have proficiency with it. So who's gonna be the one to do it?
Would it be a dex
What
or
would
a strength
be-
modifier?
It'll be dex based.
I got
I'm-
+1 if you're gonna
I
have
am
that.
going to cheer on the cart builder, and I am going to give them a dice of inspiration.
Nice.
That is very
Okay.
nice.
I will
I
hand
have
them every tool they ask for. I will
Bill
find
is
all the
like going
nails I
like-
can.
Bill's going like, yeah. Woo, go for it.
Oh, here's actually
Nails.
nail!
I got
But
some
don't-
nails. I got a hammer. We're gonna build the best cart.
I have
Right.
land vehicle tools or proficiency in land vehicles. I don't know.
You could drive them after they're built, but that doesn't mean you can
Yeah.
build them. Yeah.
I know. I just thought.
That's good because now you can drive the shitty cart that we're about to make. Sorry, I assume it's shitty, but it's probably gonna be shitty.
Yeah.
No
So
faith.
I mean, I have a +1 on dex. I can.
I said
the
anybody who's
metagaming.
quite
The
dexterous.
metagaming. Stop with the metagaming.
So he is quite dexterous.
Someone pick
zero.
one. All right. Someone pick someone, or I'm gonna roll random if you guys are gonna metagame, because that's like.
Okay,
don't
okay.
do that.
Let the old one do it. Alright. Let the old one do it. I'm gonna do it for you, young ones.
You can do it.
So what you roll?
Who's making this cart? Waylon?
Fizzle.
No,
Oh, Fizzle?
I do not have no.
I give Fizzle the inspiration then.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Fizzle.
roll what?
You see this little gnome? Roll a dexterity. It's the dexterity check. You're not getting
Yeah.
proficiency.
And with the inspiration thingy, was that an 8 or a 6?
I believe it's a 6 though.
It's a 6.
I don't know. Times. 19.
Ooh. So, gnomes are very natural builders. Just even without, doing anything. You're resourceful, problem solvers, right?
Mhm.
How do you want to build a cart? What do you want it to look like? You succeed, and it's not that bad actually. It's actually pretty good quality.
All right. I will just have it making like a bed, like a flat place to have things stored on it. Have some shabby made walls on it, and have two wheels in the middle-ish. And have it at the front there's two long planks I found, and put it in like a triangle form for the horse. And with the ropes on the sides to mount it.
Bill suggests that they take the tops and bottoms of barrels and nail them together to make like
that's
really thick sort of improv wheels.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. That is exactly what I did.
Wait, so it's like yeah. So you have like the tops of the you maybe you like stack them together if you have to, but you make them, you put it together with the nails that were present and the hammers that are there, and it's not a bad job. You know, you think that this probably could sell for something on the market for sure, and it's workable.
By the way, in my sheet, not my sheet, my the crate, it just says gold coin, just coin, gold. It's just a single one, or
Yeah, it's probably you could probably got it from a background. Oh, you mean from the crate?
No, wreckage.
Oh, it says a single gold coin. Yeah, I guess you just got one gold piece.
It just says coin.
A coin.
Brackets gold.
Yeah, a gold coin.
Okay, single one.
Funny how there's like maybe like someone dropped it out of their pocket. It just like fell into the mix of things.
Yeah, I have it mounted on the back of the cart.
so you like put a nail like right through the gold coin.
Yeah.
That's how you raise the value.
Right?
I mean, it would probably raise the value of the card.
By one gold coin.
Yep.
Exactly.
Or less than that.
And you put your stuff in the back with the horse, you connect it, and we have someone that has land vehicle proficiency, so
yeah, and get all the crates on the cart as well. Perfect.
Yeah, you did. You do, and you managed to do this within the span of about I would say like 2 or 3 hours.
Damn.
Right? Like, you know, it takes a while to build things, so and then to like load it all up. Yeah. So you get all these things and you pack them on up. You have several directions that you can go, right? You can go north, you can go south, you can go west. Now to the west, you see that there are like the hillsides. Of course, you can see that to the north and south. You would be able to see like the far reaches of like those rivers, how they're kind of going in. You can also roll a perception check as well. And everyone can roll a perception check if you want to see what else there might be nearby.
So I'm going to ask, what direction was the ship going? What direction is the town?
Okay. So you don't know exactly where the ship was going to go in route 100%, but it was going this way. Up that way.
Which way is this way?
Upwards.
Upwards.
North?
North.
Okay.
Yeah, let's head north then. If you don't
I
see,
mean, it's
see
the
anything.
closest thing we know there's a city, hopefully, and also to get this box out of our possession.
So, Relaxus, Fizzle, Bop, the both of you can see that there is quite a few areas that you can go to about here. So the first thing that you see, and quite notably the closest place that you could go to, you see that right about where I'm putting this circle right now.
Okay,
Not far. You see that white circle? Okay.
Yeah.
It's about a mile inland. You can see that nestled between two tall hills is what looks to be a large black, looks almost like a church, or like I can call it a church. You see that there's a giant bell up at the top. and it looks not that far away, and there are tombstones, rows and rows of tombstones right in front of it.
All right, guys. I just want to point out that churches made of black stone in the middle of open areas with no accompanying villages do not have hospitality written on them, and I'm an expert in hospitality.
You can say it loud, my friend. I've seen many places
Like
among my
that
travels.
screams of omen, right? Like,
mean,
wouldn't that
at
just
the-
be fitting?
I mean, at the very least, maybe we can spend the night and rest because we did just survive a shipwreck.
Could use some rest. You just see him still driven,
Yeah.
blood from his head.
Say, if you guys want, I can just pull the cart while you guys rest.
We have a war horse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like I could pull the cart, like you
I
and the
can pull
war
the
horse.
cart! I'm not behind me. Horse, man. Bruh. Fucking making goat sounds apparently.
So, do you all want to go towards the church then?
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, we could
Sure.
scout it out, yeah, see what's going
We
on.
might could get some directions if they're friendly.
Okay. Hello, Grace. Welcome. So I gave you control over Murphy's sheet. I have it there now. So it's in the same spot that your other character sheets are. Yeah, now you can move them. By the way, I want to show you guys some cool tricks with Foundry, so that way, whenever we get to like the exploring maps, what to do. So let's say that you have your token selected, right? Let's say it's Murphy. I'm just gonna move Murphy around real quick, just a second. I have Murphy over here, right? Let's say that I'm Fizzlebop, and I want to ride around on the horse, right? I could be right here. While selecting Murphy, if I hover over another token, I press the letter F. You see it's following, so if I move the horse, then Fizzlebop just kind of moves along with it, like that. See? So then you don't have to worry about having to drag more than one token. Or if someone else is leading, you could just follow behind them. So you press your token, hover your mouse over another token, and press the letter F. And if you ever want to stop following, you just move your token or press F again. Yep. There you go. That's a little nice little tidbit with Foundry. It's really cool.
Of following myself.
Yeah, don't follow. Actually, you can't follow yourself, I think. But
Follow us, I believe in oneself. It's important.
so we are then traveling towards the church. You guys want to do anything on the travel there?
I was
Try
saying
to
get some
patch up
rest
our
in
wounds,
to get-
maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, we did get a medical kit.
Yeah.
Can anybody use it?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't have proficiency, so we can try to use it.
A healer's kit.
Now, I think that you do need proficiency with the healer's kit to use it.
Yeah, I believe so too.
So then no.
You wouldn't be able to use it. Sorry. But you do have a healer's kit, so if there's someone that does have proficiency, you can use it. No. Anything else before
I mean,
I switch maps?
I have alchemist supplies. Maybe I can try to whip
Would
something
you
up
say
really
it'll
quick.
take an hour to get there?
It will. About an
Nice
hour.
short rest.
Nice short rest.
I'll
Yeah, you could
I'll
take a
sleep
short
in the
rest.
cart.
Yep. You could take a short rest on the cart if you want to expend a hit die on the way there.
Yeah.
Okay. 2. Get back 3 HP. Very nice.
What do the hit dice do?
So
Yes.
whenever you take a short rest, at the end of your short rest, you can expend hit die to get HP back. And so you get 1 hit die for every level that you have, and the hit die is based on your class. And so barbarians have a D12. It's the same one that you use to base your HP from. And so for Wylan, you are a... Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Don't tell me. Okay, no, I really don't remember. You are some sort of strength-based character, right? Fighter?
Yeah, fighter. Yeah.
Okay, so you would roll a d10. But you also can roll it
Okay.
from your sheet as well. You can add your
Yeah.
constitution. Oh my god, are you guys
I'll
trying
do
to
the same then?
Oh god, chat is trying to chaos us again. We already had two so far. Nice. Also, hello Grace, hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
This Rappan Athuk game is going to be entirely different than the other one because we're just in a completely different part of the world altogether. God dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Wheel of Chaos already. You guys can roll it in the chat and I'll see what it comes up to. Okay. Let there be chaos again. The last time we had Kraken come out and say hi. Let's see what we get this time. Let me know whenever you guys are done healing and then...
Yeah, I did my roll.
Oh, Nerdex, you put a space in between the D and the 1.
Oh,
Let's try.
yeah, but Grace rolls.
Okay. 270.
Grace, roll!
270. Okay. So...
Go slow.
Okay. I'm rolling again just for a secondary thing.
Can we get the buff one that Spider got? Ass got?
5503. So, let's see. Ah. Interesting.
No.
It's gonna be one of the three casters. So 1,
I will
2,
sacrifice
Fizzle Bop.
myself.
Fizzle Bop, you you're entirely naked now.
I own it. I just look down. Ah, I'm naked. That's fine with me. I'm walking around naked.
Your clothes literally explode off your body, just like float onto the floor.
Yeah, you now have a naked deep gnome walking around. I'm not caring.
Francis is going to
With
comment.
his stomach that covers his private part.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, we could curse. Yeah, Fizzlebob's big stomach is covering his dick.
Okay, sure. Yeah, alright, yeah, there's a... You see your bellies is like... Francis, you were gonna comment, you said?
I wanted to comment that now this is a different form of entertainment.
Yes.
This is how you entertain people, man. I love that music thing.
Should I play something for you?
Should you want?
Then let's do it.
Wait, what? What? I didn't hear what you said.
Do you want me to play something for you? Is what he said.
Sure, I will dance.
Here.
I'm just gonna look away from that.
Yes. There's some dancing and we're on our way as we're healing. This is a very
technically I was sleeping, so
right. This is a very good short rest. Whenever you make it closer, you can see that it's, as I said, it's a building between the crest of two hills. I'll kind of zoom out on the map so people can see on Twitch a bit better like what everything looks like. Whenever you come into view, what you look to be a church, which is still here, you see that there is a series of holes like that are carved out along the floor, and that it's all in the shape of a cross with three buildings, one on each cross, each part of the cross. You see that rather than towering above the ground, the graves are more like sunken in to the ground in depressions, and that there are no gravestones near these major buildings. All the gravestones are up here on the higher end. On the north part, where you see that blue mark, you see that there is a well that is 10 feet wide, made out of stone. Whenever you enter it, what unsettles you is not the grave, or more so that everything just gets silent. There is no wilderness sound, no wind, just silence.
Can I just toss a rock towards the direction of the well, just to see what happens?
Toss a rock towards the direction of the well, like skitters across the floor. Echoes a little bit.
Well, I officially hate this place.
You look
Hey.
above, and you can see that there are vultures circling around, and they sit down on a branch on one of the trees, looking at you.
I just shut up.
They just stare, sitting on the tree branches, looking at all of you.
Are you there? I'm here, hello! You got your crate!
The birds fly off when you start to yell at them, and they just go to a tree further back.
I just continue yelling for Almond.
Do
Okay.
you figure we'll just go to any random creepy place and hope that the guy whose crate this is will be there? Because I don't think that's how that's going to work.
Well, he was creepy. It was a dark mage, right? Necromancy, blah blah blah.
Yeah, 'cause-
this looks like the place for that.
This
Because on
looks like a place for
Tuesdays, he
necromancy to
visits,
be.
yeah, on Tuesdays he visits every graveyard to the south of the city.
He might live here. I don't know.
Carlaxis will chime in. It's Thursday.
I didn't know you could read. Looks relaxed.
I punch.
I don't.
Carlaxis punch.
I took the
Oh
dodge
my
action
God.
before because I knew it was coming.
It's like whoop. You take a weave and a dodge. Now, with this weaving and dodging, you take a look around the graves, and something catches your eye.
Almond?
Almond. Yeah, you see that that there is a grave over here,
Oh no. That's the same
and it's got Fizzlebop's name on it.
Well,
That must be one of my ancestors. My name is on that grave. That must be my grandpa. We share names. Didn't know he was buried here. I thought he was at home.
Carlaxis is
Weird.
angry that I didn't know you could read. So he walks to the grave and goes, "Fizzle pop."
You see right next
And
to
then flips you
Fizzlebop's
off.
is Corlax's grave,
Oh fuck.
and then Waylon, Francis, Bill. You see that these have been freshly carved. You're not sure when, but very fresh.
Almond, this is not funny!
I'm going to try to use one of the shovels that we got to dig up my grave.
Okay, you start digging your
there like
grave.
is there a bunch of other graves around here, like from the rest of the ship, maybe?
I don't. You try looking for people that you might have known. You want to make a investigation check?
Yes. I think I
As
will.
Waylon is starting to pick a grave that you want to dig. Waylon, you want to dig your own grave?
Yeah, my own grave.
Okay. All right. And you roll an athletics for yourself. Relax is gonna take a look around. Ooh, investigation. Bill got an 8. Bill, you're looking around the graveyard, and you don't see any tombstones that belong to anyone that you knew from the ship.
Okay.
And also, thank you for the hydrate. So, you're gonna be shoveling for quite a bit of time, Waylon. Digging a hole is hard work. Harder than trying to build a cart. You're gonna be at it for a bit.
Carlaxis gets tired of waiting for Waylon, so he comes over and just grabs the shovel from him and starts digging in his place.
Okay. We're gonna be digging for at least an hour because a 6-foot hole is hard. If you ever dug one of those in real life, it's exhausting.
You want me to roll or no?
Francis,
Yeah, roll. Ooh. Okay. Somehow us doing it slower than Waylon.
I want the shovel back.
Charlotte's fine. Just like throws the shovel back at Valen and walks away.
Right. Bill, you're looking around, looking at all the graves, right? Looking about the sites on here.
Yep.
And you don't find any names that seem to belong to anyone that you know or knew from the ship. You find the only ones that you find are your own. And Waylon, you're digging away. Corlax is you're digging away as well. Between the both of you, you don't really find anything. It's dirt that's never been disturbed before. You see that it's never been touched.
Francis would like to try and remove his name from the grave. Like, get a rock and then try to, push it away.
Scratch at a rock. You get a rock and you start, like, scratching it. You can see that there's white marks going across the indentations in the rock, so it doesn't get rid of it, but you just color it so that way, you know, you can try to get rid of it, but you can still see that it's chiseled into the stone itself.
Ooh, can I try to use the white color that's now on the rock, to write on?
Yeah,
I want to, underneath my name, I want to write that died peacefully at, let's say, 1047 years.
Okay. Hey, Lucetius, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you write there that you're gonna die in 1,400 years from now. Nice white chalk.
Oh, yeah, why? You got a chalk.
Colaxis is gonna pull out a sledgehammer and try and break his gravestone with his name on it.
Okay, you just you smashed. Well, you can roll athletics to see how well you smashed it. You're gonna smash it no matter what, but just for flavor to see what it's like. Oh yeah, you scatter pieces everywhere, you break the name. It's stone. Stone goes all over the place.
So how far away is the willow?
So each drop. So this here, I will use a ruler so I can point. You know, I will actually write down on the sides. So this is a 5-foot drop right here. Oh wait, that is not a number. This is a 5-foot drop. This is another 5-foot drop. And then it goes 10, 10, and it just keeps going down by tens all the way down. So at the very lowest, that's a 50-foot drop from the very top all the way to the bottomest layer.
Alexis, now that you smashed his gravestone, wants to go and look at the closest building right here.
Yeah.
He's gonna start wandering that way.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
jump on
follow
your
behind
back.
Corlaxis.
No, I jump on your back, Colax. Is that okay?
Sure.
You start making your way down. Climb down the 5 feet to the next set of gravestones. The closer to the bottom you get, the older the gravestones are looking. I see you guys moving along. Yeah, feel free to move your tokens wherever it's going to be, since we're on an exploration map now. So you get up to the edge right there, Corlax, and you see that it's this 10-foot drop. You could potentially take fall damage from that.
We have a lot of rope, guys.
Alexis jumped off the cliff twice. He's not really scared to jump off 10 feet.
5 foot, 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and just I'll do 2 rolls if you want me to, but I'll jump down essentially to right there.
Oh my god. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You just go landing at the bottom.
Oh no, I didn't mean jump all at once. I meant jump down then jump down.
Well, that's still 2d6
Okay,
total.
all right.
Yeah, it's 1d6 for every 10 feet. So you jump twice.
That's fine.
You go. There's this
I turned to Waylon. He has this hatred of rope.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Is it too much like
I'm s-
sausage? Maybe. Is it too
Maybe.
familiar?
I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
what?
start working on setting up some
Fizzlebop, are you
rope.
still on top of me?
Yeah, didn't you have
I don't
Fizzlebop
know.
on your back?
Do I take damage?
No, you
Yes,
won't
I
take
am.
damage. I mean, he's the
No,
one
you're
carrying
on
all
top of me.
the brunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, I'm still in
so
there.
you're good. You got Fizzlebop with you.
I
Right.
come over here and I loop the rope around a tombstone. I go down double-handed, then I like pull the other half down, so I got the rope with me, and I'm just sort
Yeah.
of navigating my way down.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
something similar.
No rolls needed. You managed to get down just fine, all the way down.
Actually,
I'll follow in on the rope
I'm gonna
then.
leave the rope here so that this rope over here, I don't know how to ping. This rope over here is gonna go all the way down to here because it's 50 feet of rope. So
Like that?
yeah, so I'll tie them together so that this way we can climb out again.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Smart.
So you
We're
get
not all gifted like Corlaxis. Some of us have to climb.
right.
Relaxes scoffs at you as he like rubs his knees, like, oh.
You get down all the way to the bottom, and you look up at the sky, and before it was just this nice, pretty, it was blue, right? You take a look around, and it's just now very dark up in the sky.
Oh, I got dark vision.
Is this like a magical dark, or is it like a? Because I have dark vision, so I'm wondering if it's like
Are you not able to see with your character? Does your character not have dark vision at the
I have
moment?
to take it on. I have to right click the character and press the little flame.
For the record, I do not have dark
Well,
vision.
no,
so
the
I should
fla-
not have
the
it.
The
flame
flame,
means
the
you
flame
have a
will put a
torch.
torch. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who doesn't have dark vision at the moment?
Corlaxis.
Bill.
I don't.
Okay, who's supposed to have dark vision? I guess is the better question.
I
Fizzlebob.
it's-
Okay, 3 people spoke at once.
Seems epic.
Okay, I heard Fizzlebob. Okay, so I can fix Fizzlebob's here. Yeah, you don't have dark vision set on yours. Interesting. Okay,
Oh wait, Dragonborns have dark vision.
Dragonborns don't have dark vision. They don't get dark vision. Unless they change it, which I don't think they did, but Wait.
Some versions of Dragonborns do
So-
have it.
Fizzlebob have
This is-
superior.
I don't want to. I want to say meta. This is like out of character. I literally Google, like, do Dragonborns have dark vision? It says, additionally, all Dragonborns now have dark vision. I don't know, but it's from Wargamer.com, so I don't know if you want to trust that. We can play. It's your game. You want to say no? Then I'll abide by that.
let's just play by quick rules because then we're not
Yeah.
to look stuff up while streaming. So
Yeah.
okay.
Just
So
love
okay, so I
120 feet.
got Francis and I got Fizzlebob. Who else is missing dark vision?
Bill does not have dark vision.
Waylon?
I have it in my character sheet. I don't know if it's supposed to like do something, on screen.
There you go. It should now look different for you.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Okay.
I'm just having. I have supposed
You're
to
good.
superior, but-
So
I have. Okay.
you're a deep gnome. You have 120 feet, don't you?
Yep.
Instead of 60.
I do.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
So
see,
as you
that's-
are looking out and across, everything is just so unusually dark. And you're not really sure why. And the longer that you look, you see that it's just getting redder and redder and redder. You're not really sure what to make of it.
Now, is it dark enough that because on the map I can't see my friends even though they're only like a few feet away, so
Can you not see? Or
I can't see anything on the map right now, even people who are like within like 5-10 feet of me, according to the map.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it's just that dark.
Fizzlebob
You don't have
will
dark vision.
Put his Fizzlebob will take in
But
his
is it-
bag, look through it, find a torch, and give it to Colexis.
The lighting is set correctly. If you don't have dark vision, then it's correct.
Okay, okay. I will put up the fireflies to give myself dim light in a 30-foot radius around me.
Okay.
Okay, find the torch.
I'll just grab Francis and hold on to him while walking, make sure he doesn't trip.
Okay.
Careful, there's a
Alright,
step here.
torch. Oh, I have a torch. Carlaxis will light a torch.
So you light a torch, and it's almost as if like the color explodes into the world.
Oh.
Oh, this is
Oops.
not fighting! Come out!
You see that? You just hear like an echo, like, and you're like, "Come out, 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 out."
Carlaxis, I'm gonna approach the door.
Okay.
I'm writing you on your
When you
back
look
like a toddler.
at the building, it is a wooden enforced iron door. The actual building itself, it's like this unnatural green color. Mixed with the red, it kind of gives it a deeper, darker black. And when you look at the design of it, I mean, it looks quite ancient. It's been here a pretty long time. You want to make a perception check or any investigation checks other than just the basics of what you see?
I'll do a perception.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh my, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry.
Perception, not 20. Oh,
I rolled with advantage, so you can take the. I deleted it, but
okay.
I panic clicked like 12 times. It's still 20, 30, 20.
30, 20. So you look about the place. It seems to lack any sort of intricate carvings. As you're looking around, you're looking out back. You see that the doors here have a standard like iron lock on it.
Hey, Cortex, if you smash that lock, I can mage hand open it.
So I can't open it by hand. Like, is that what you're saying? It's like I try to open it, it rattles.
You could try, yeah. It'll just rattle. You wouldn't be able to open it. Like, you can actually open the doors on. So you see, like, there's a little door symbol.
Yeah.
You could try to open it. You
Okay,
grab it.
doors
See?
like that,
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's like, oh, let me in, let me in. Yeah. I just ask you, please not spam it. But yes, you're like trying to open it.
Hmm.
Can I ask the door to open?
You could.
Alright
Are
then.
we sure we want to open the creepy cemetery door in the middle of nowhere?
And I know that it's pretty much down to time, so we'll kind of start wrapping it up here. I'll let you guys do your last couple of interactions. Or we can go another hour. Normally I play for 4 hours, but I know it was put for 3. So I could go another hour, but you don't have to. Whatever you guys want to do.
Lexus,
Bill-
can you smash the door lock?
Carlaxis knocks.
Knocks.
Bill walks up
Okay.
to the door and just give me a minute, and he pulls out the thieves' tools that were in the crate, and he will attempt to tickle the lock and pop it open. With a
So-
sleight of hand roll.
So let's let people. Okay, so Fizzle, what did you want to do first?
I want to ask Corlax if he could smash the lock.
Okay, and then Corlax's knocks, and you knocked. You don't hear anything call from inside, but you do see that some really large rats come out of that hole in the wall over there. They are peeking out of sorry, not these holes over here. They're peeking, they're burrow out, they're looking around. And you see that there's a humanoid rat that also pops its head up as well, and kind of turns its head to the side. And they kind of all squeak at each other and then burrow back down into the holes. And then, Bill, you want to roll your thieves tools?
It's sleight of hand because I'm not proficient in sleeves tools, so it's just straight sleight of hand.
Do you have proficiency? You say you don't have proficiency with these tools.
Right. So I'm just using sleight of hand to try and pop the lock. I don't have the extra proficiency bonus.
You wouldn't be able to use thieves tools if you don't have proficiency with them.
I thought you could use them. You just didn't get the bonus.
You can't use certain types of tools unless you actually have training in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't try at all.
Carlaxis tries to pick
Sorry.
the lock with his
okay.
with his axe.
Okay,
Hey,
roll damage.
Hey guys, I just want to point out that the rat holes that were over there, there's some more of them really close over here. And I point to this set of holes over here, which
As
to
he's
Bill
saying that,
look remarkably like this hole over here.
11
Can
damage to the
I-
doors. Like, uh-huh.
I would like to stand there and just like ready my action to cast a spell.
You bust open the doors, just like pfft, wood scatters inside, and you see that there are about like a bunch of sarcophagi that are lining up the inside of the room, each with a lid on top, undisturbed, just busted in.
Maybe
all-
we
so
should
they're all
not
busted
disturb
in?
the dead.
So okay, I'll tell you how we're gonna leave off the session, or if you guys want to continue. And I'd say 3 hours, but it's up to you guys. But what do you guys want to do? Want to end it here, or do you want to continue for a little bit longer? If one person says no to continuing, then we can just cut it there.
I mean, I'm up for another round, but
I can't.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
gotta go.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. So, we'll leave it off with, there are 2 were-rats that appear out of the ground.
I was readying action to cast a spell. Though.
Sure.
You heard that. So let me cast that.
Well-
and we can do the counter. I'm not that perfect time.
Yeah, which,
no.
go ahead and do your spell. As 3 giant rats and 2 were-rats come out of the ground.
Turn this.
What are you trying to do? Oh,
that-
it's Tasha's caustic brew.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Sure.
13 deck save.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, that is where we're gonna end the session. Go ahead and roll the damage, and I'll subtract it.
And that's a concentration spell, so we take 3d 4 damage at the start of a turn until either wash it off or scrap it off.
How about we then leave it like that, and I'm not gonna touch it. We'll just do it next week. Otherwise,
Sure.
I'm not gonna remember in a week. So,
Honestly hurts sometimes.
you know, but if we leave it like this and I see nothing's been moved, then but if I see like some damage is taken off and it'd be like, wait, did I do it or did I not do it? I might subtract it twice. But if nothing's subtracted, then I'll like, no, okay. But don't click anything more, because then it's just gonna get lost. All right, guys. That was a lot. How do you guys feel?
Okay.
You feel okay? All right. Yeah.
My knees hurt a little.
Your knees hurt a little.
My head hurts.
I don't think that in any of the Rappan Athuk games that I ran that we've ever been to the Grave of Graves. So it is
The Grave of Graves.
Yeah.
Grave
Yeah,
of Graves.
that's not helping things.
So it is an adventure for sure. So we'll be back again next week, same time. And the next time that we stream is tomorrow, also for Rappan Athuk, completely different setting, not setting, but different vibe. And so if you guys want to come and join us, we have milk. I actually got the passive milk production working last night, or 2 nights ago.
yo,
So we're gonna have cows producing milk in Rappan Athuk. It's gonna be amazing. Other than that, I also have a new game that for Indigo Isles starting on either Tuesday or Thursday. It's gonna be like Tuesday at about when we started for this one, so 1 p.m. Eastern. And it's gonna be a brand new group of the Indigo Isles, separate from the one on Friday. And they're still room for that one as well. So if anyone does want to join in on that, then I will put an intake form in the chat for you guys. Let's get that real quick. It is a game that I'm running through SPG, so it's not free, it is paid. However, you do get a really good experience. I mean, I really love the Indigo Isles a lot. I have all the content for it, including the world setting book that had just come out. So I'll put the intake form there if you guys want to join. If not, that is completely okay too. And we'll be back here for this game next Sunday, on Friday for the Indigo Isles, and then Saturday morning for Baldur's Gate 3. If you guys are not part of a Discord server, we have organized play, which is what this game today we're playing is about. So you can join, you can come and play with us. It's free. So yeah, you guys have any last words to say to the chat before we hand it off on a raid?
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
See you
Yeah,
next
it's
time.
been great.
See you next
Thank you
time.
very much, and I hope you enjoyed this show.
No
Show,
more
Show.
chaos.
More
vibes.
chaos. Yes, thank you guys so much for the chaos, and also we crashed a ship. That's amazing.
You
All
say
right.
we very strongly.
Hold on, hold
Yeah,
on.
I don't think we had
didn't
much to do
crash
with
the
that.
ship.
It was the Wheel of Chaos.
Alex.
Right, it was the Wheel of Chaos that did it. It was the Wheel of Chaos. That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry. The other parts I said under my breath, you just didn't hear it. All right, let's see who we're gonna pass it off to. You know, it's nice being able to stream on the weekend again. I haven't streamed on Saturday or Sunday in a while, so it's nice seeing all the different people that are on. Let's see.
We streamed
Oh.
Saturday last week.
Yeah, we did Saturday last week, but I typically don't stream on the weekend for like years. Strixhaven. Okay, so we are going to do a raid on X Fate of the Dice. I've known them for a bit. They're really awesome, and so this is what we'll send them. We'll say raid from the archive. There is my raid message. I'll put it in the chat right there. Give them a hearty welcome from us, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow, a week, Friday, whenever you guys want to join to play. There are many games going on along the week. Have a good one, y'all, and see y'all soon.
Right.
Bye.